You silly, baby. You silly, baby. You know that? She keep talking about how you swap a dime out for a penny. Then she turn around and swap the LeBron out for a rookie.
What up, DC?
You can't talk that slick shit to me, baby. I be having these nightmares though. I wake up shaking and shit. So I just hold my son. But when he ain't there, I just hold shorty. But shit, when she ain't there, shit get dark. Yeah. Dog, if it was up to me, you would have waited for me to say goodbye. I seen your mom and she held on to me. She strong as hell, but dog, I still see the pain in her eyes. Your son just turned 5. Yeah. Hey, I seen niggas post RIPs, pictures all on the T's. Never questioned how many of them was checking up on your seed. I mean, hey, who am I to say? I never count they pay. I only lose count when I count my days. AI shit, the braids was backwards. A nigga just hated practice. Streets crazy, straps on the body like straight jackets. You fucking deadbeat, I found the way, daddy. Seen so many people cross me, the cross on my face tatted. Fuck a role model, I'm a soul child. They wanna brag about who they friends met. My boy met God, what's realer than that? I ride by the street where he died. Tried to relive this shit like if he just Mom ain't get how I would act some days. One time I had explained how many people you can hit up that's from back the day. Well, I'm half your age and half of us already passed away. Can't imagine pain, can't have no class reunion. Sad to say, I could have been making the average pace. And fuck that, bitch, I'm a grown man. Never been one to hold hands unless we was slow dance.
Miss Parental
in the top 3, they ain't give rappers no chance. She twerk on me, ladder in my pocket, that's her pole dance. Questioning how I think, but am I wrong? You go to 10 rounds in 1 year, you'll start thinking about having your own. So imagine back-to-back funerals for so long, you'll start thinking about what happened if you was going honest.
Can't go back to the old me. I'm just trying to get a peace of mind. Make money, increase the grind. Just know that I'm good as long as I know that all of my people fine. You can never compete with time. Tell America cease to fire. Just cause I'm black don't mean that I'm strapped. And if I am, just look where I'm at. But it's too hard here, I can't sign that. Like where that dough at, cause I'm gon' find that. It took some time, but I got my grind back. I go so hard, yeah, I don't climax. Ain't no slick shit, you can't comprehend. I know business, I know finance. I know this is, I know I am one of a kind, I'm like a modern day Rakim. If I ain't the top 5, I gotta be top 10.
I'm probably taller than you.
Right, I need to make sure y'all can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you
If
hear
you
me?
leaning back like that away from the microphone, ain't nobody gonna be able to hear you.
And he ain't gonna start leaning like that. That's
You gotta
my
sit
chair.
up or
I
bring
done
the
let you
microphone
sit in
closer
my
to you.
chair.
Y'all got a lot of fucking rules for somebody.
I mean, it's rules to a polite and
Oh, it got.
centered society.
So hold on. All this time that microphone do that?
Yeah, what you
How
thought?
you
He make me sit up.
how many kids you got?
He make me sit up.
You know how to work a mic.
It's not bring it to me. I gotta go to it. That's what I'm talking about. Like it's some bullshit. Never once did I ever know. I never knew that the microphone can come
So
to me.
what do you think the bass on the back of the microphone, on that microphone?
I just thought it went side to side like that,
You
bro.
don't see that there's some.
First of all, I never sat in this chair ever before.
I'm saying
during the morning.
it's the same microphone stand on every
Good morning,
chair.
Miss Sanders.
It's the same mic. Look, it goes. I don't even want to do it.
Don't do it. Don't do
feel
it.
weird.
Don't
Like,
look
I
at
don't
it.
At this point, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Funny.
Pierre, you were in a failed conversation if you think Nafati don't know how to use a microphone.
That was not the
Now, I've
case.
been here for 3-4 years.
And name one time that I have ever adjusted.
Ever done anything?
Before Naf met you, she knew how to use a microphone.
Y'all out of
He said
pocket.
has ever done anything.
That's ever done
My
anything
microphone
other
always
than what
stay
she
to
did.
the side.
Other
and
than
I
what
don't
she
use
wants
the
to do.
microphone.
Yeah, sure.
Don't agree with them because he always say that I'm the unruly kid and I don't do anything. And
No
then everybody
comment.
get.
Thank
Damn,
you.
That's hard.
No
Thank
comment.
Yeah. We just gonna
Thank you.
Jabri, don't come with
No
the yo
comment.
already. It's not
DJ
today.
the real.
Not today. You know
We gotta
what?
pay our sponsors, man, before we get started. Nah,
Yeah, shout out to our
Wait a minute, hold
sponsors.
on. Who? So, all right. This is the new morning meeting.
what do you mean? The new more than me?
Oh, she giving me Beyonce vibes on that movie with the singing lady.
That's what she do.
Dream girl.
No.
She got the gold hair. Oh, she got her hair done.
Blonde bombshell. She giving
I-
me more of
What
an
movie I'm
Eve
talking
vibe.
about?
I am having the worst time.
Where the
of
girl was
finding
doing the
a
hair
hairdresser.
run.
Oh, I don't.
But that's her chest.
I don't know about that movie.
She was messing with the white boy.
Chess
Etta
records?
James.
Huh?
Chess Records.
Etta James.
Etta James. What was the name of the movie though?
Oh, I don't know.
Chess
the name.
Records.
No, it wasn't the name of the movie. Oh, all
I
right.
ain't never heard of a movie called Chess Record.
I
Can
never
you
heard
do
of
the
a movie
sponsor
called
so we
Chess
don't
Records.
get fined or nothing?
Well, I'm gonna get
Didn't get
these
into
sponsors.
this.
Yeah, because you talk about Etta James, so that's my costume for Nice having a
Cadillac
costume.
Records was the name of the movie.
Cadillac.
Yeah,
Records.
yeah. Thanks for clearing that up for
It was
yourself.
based off of Chess Records. It was
Okay,
the
but I'm
actual-
just saying. I knew it wasn't.
Like,
We
here
knew
we
the
go
name of the
with
movie
radio
wasn't Chess
history.
Records.
He just like to say facts. Nothing wrong with
Cadillac
that.
Records.
I'm just saying she giving me Beyonce vibes with this gold.
Blind bombshell.
What you think I'm about to start singing at last? At
Can we pay the sponsors?
Can we pay the
Can we pay the
sponsors?
bills?
I'm coming. You
Like,
you already knew
on-
this when it was going.
No, you keep on bullshitting because he bullshitting, man.
Oh,
Ain't nobody
man.
got
You're
time.
gonna get in trouble.
I cut Kenny Mike off. Go ahead.
Okay, so here we are with our sponsors. We got Northern Marketing Mecca, Mind Our Own Businesses, Inspire, Nerds Family Kitchen, KC Electric, the Boys and Girls Club of Chester, Pressure Inc., TFG Tax Pros, Abstract Kings, LeBron Construction, and Latoyce and Law. And gladly, this show is brought to you by Latoyce and Law, owned and operated by Chester's own native, Enrique Latoyce. Latoyce and Law is there for you for all your legal needs. They can transfer properties, criminal defense, and even family law. Right firm right now. You can contact Latoyce and Law at 610-999-1439.
Thank you,
Listen.
now for T.
I know. You want me to read the rest of the stuff that's on here? Keep writing love letters and stuff.
I ain't writing no love letters.
All right, so,
geeking. I
no.
can't get
So
my
August the
hands to say
20th
right.
through August the 22nd, we have CMP Radio's Raise-a-thon. Listen, we're gonna be out tagging on Friday.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have the park on Saturday.
Is it a
Chester
car wash
Park.
this year?
No car wash this
No
year.
car wash. But we're at the car wash, so if you want to
Yeah.
pull up and get your car wash.
I was going to wash the car.
We know what you wanted to go there.
I mean, if that's what you're going to do, shit, say it. If y'all going to put the ladies together that's going to be out there washing the car, go
Are
ahead.
they gonna give us the benefit of the proceeds?
I got to talk to him. I'll talk to him. I'll let you know.
I ain't
Gotta
washing
tip
no
your
car for-
washers or something.
Yeah.
Like,
And I ain't washing no car for $10.
Y'all
Spoken
in the
like a
bikini? Y'all in the
professional
bikini?
dancer.
How y'all washing the car? Y'all
I'm
in-
definitely in a two-piece. I don't wear one pieces nowhere, ever, at no time.
I'm just washing the car.
Are we promoting a car
I'm a-
wash or?
I'm
a
just saying,
strip
no,
club?
but I mean,
It's
you
a
gotta be
car
comfortable.
wash.
It's a car wash.
It's a car wash. I'm just not washing the car for $20.
Yeah, I'm just
Or
not
10.
gonna wash
How
it in the
much,
full baby
is,
suit.
how much is the car wash?
You gonna take whatever they giving you now because the PPP money is running out. So all that making it rain shit, niggas ain't been making it rain lately.
If you got kids, you got a couple dollars in your bank account. I ain't
You
getting
definitely, I ain't
that
getting none
EBT
of
money?
No, that 250.
that $250.
You got that $250.
I ain't get that. I don't claim my youngest son ever. Had I known that Earth was going to end up this way, so I ain't get none of the stimulus or nothing, because I never claimed them. Var always claimed them, so like all that tax money and everything, his dad got it, which it goes into our house and the school. But had I known, I'd have claimed the little guy. 'Cause I don't get nothing. I ain't
I'm
get
just gonna start
nothing.
using my lines the way she just used that one. From now on, anytime you talk to me, Pierre, about anything, like such and such. Well, if I would have known the Earth was gonna be like this right now,
Who knew? I didn't know Earth was going to shut down, and
Damn.
Listen,
no.
yo, I'm fucking crying. So can I get my I got my news I gotta give.
You
Yeah.
got some news?
Yeah, so to add on to the news today, Hurricane will be at the A+ giving out gas pumps for half price off. Jake the Snake will be doing rhymes across the street at the Sicko. On one hand, Willie, he'll be down on Holland Avenue. Now he'll be able to wash your windows and pump your gas, but he can only do one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah, and he's asking
So they got
for
9 locked. They got 9th Street locked
Locked down.
from Curling
9th
down
Street
the
is
Highland.
locked down.
Okay.
It's locked down.
I like
Down
that.
there hollering.
Right.
Right.
Down the Highland from Curling.
So
What about
who
the
is
middle? Oh, ain't no gas station.
Ain't no
one
gas
hand,
station in
one
the
eye
middle.
Willie?
No, one hand Willie. One hand Willie. Please
Get it
don't,
right.
don't mess up his
So
name,
one
bro. He
one
gets
hand
offended by
Willie
that.
is pumping gas.
He's pumping gas and wiping windows, but he can only do one at a time. So please, everybody,
patient with him.
Be patient with him, okay?
All right.
And then it's that other group running around. It's the guy and the girl, one to sing, the other one to pump your gas, and they might do it at the same time and want to braid.
Guy and the girl, they sing?
Yeah,
Why they pump your gas?
yeah, yeah.
So do they come up to your car singing? Does she come up to your car
It's
singing?
T and Lorraine. Yeah. So it's just I want y'all to support black businesses while y'all out here.
Big on that.
All black
Absolutely big on
business.
that.
We don't need to go anywhere else. That's one thing I've learned.
I-
through this whole
absolutely.
COVID
So
situation.
basically, what you're saying is we don't gotta go to Jersey so that we can get people to pump our gas.
Yeah, you can stay right here in the city of
And you
Brotherly
can be
Hug.
entertained.
Yeah, you can be entertained.
Right. I like that.
You know, so keep the money.
And then
in
I'm
the
gonna just go up there since there's nothing in between Curlin and Howland. I'm gonna go around like what they call it, Crenshaw now. What they call it? Like Happy House way, like the next block,
Uh-huh.
like a little bit,
Mhm.
and just have some woo juice. I'm gonna get some
that-
ice, yeah, and then they
You
can
should
come
do
get
that.
some.
So
of
that's
this.
Lincoln Street, and then try Tillman Street. Too.
And then yeah, like
Tillman and
cause
Lincoln.
Tillman is another gas station.
Yeah,
There you go, Pierce,
but
another gas
it's
station
shut
on
down.
Tillman.
It don't
Oh,
have
so
no
I could just
pumps.
post up there then
Yeah,
and serve woo juice. Tillman is a great location.
How old do you have to be to drink Woo Juice?
21.
I would say 25.
Okay.
And follow all the rules.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give her 21 because I ain't got nothing to do with what they do.
So
They
listen,
not
somebody
following.
just told us, of course, I take it everywhere. I went to somebody's housewarming, and they was like, the woo juice I had wasn't nothing. I said, you must ain't shake it. You literally gotta follow all the rules, or you won't, you know.
She said it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, like it
Yeah,
didn't
that's
do
a
nothing
lie.
for her. I
She
said
must
that.
be- I'm no
She
harm
didn't
or
shake it.
disrespect.
She
No
didn't
harm or
shake it.
disrespect to the person whose house you was at, but I'm gonna say that they was a drunk. If you gonna say,
I'ma say they was.
that.
I'm gonna just say
I
she didn't shake it. I'm gonna go with that.
I'm gonna go with.
Even if you don't shake it, sis,
That-
the
Then
liquor
I
is
mean-
at the top.
Right.
I
So
don't
if you don't
disrespect
shake
none of your
it,
families, but that motherfucker was a liar.
Yes, that's a lush right there.
I don't know.
I ain't met the nigga that made it to a couple Woo Juice.
Me either. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on,
Hey,
y'all.
everybody.
So Leslie sends me her comments over here. Hold on, Leslie. I'm coming.
Leslie sends you her comments.
She's
Yeah.
blocked. She doesn't know how to behave. So
Free
Oh, yeah.
Leslie.
Oh,
Free Leslie.
Free
Stand
Leslie.
with Leslie.
every
Yes,
time
and
they
free
free
her.
I think somebody's reporting her personally.
I think so too. They
No,
all her pages though.
No, I don't think someone is reporting her. It's word sensitivity.
That's what they say.
So you can't threaten anybody on Facebook anymore with like I'm gonna kick your ass or something like that. You can't say certain words on Facebook anymore. They send.
I say
they
that shit
update-
all the time.
You-
Well, they say it though. Like when you're trying to post it,
It
they
say-
do be like,
yeah.
this goes against the rules. But
Yeah.
I'd be like, and they allow you to do it anyway, and then you're blocked.
Blocked,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Community
they let you make
standards.
the choice, and Leslie must have chose.
I'm saying
to
that
still
shit.
Be, right, I'm saying it anyway. So she's blocked.
She blow my eyes.
she's in
She
jail.
from Chester. She allowed to get it in.
Yeah. Yeah, so free Leslie.
Free her.
She has, I think she said she has 15 days left or something like that because she had a 30-day bid. I said Facebook has harsh sentencing now
They
because
do.
they're trying to get their vocabulary under control for community standards. And
Leslie
people
is a
are very-
repeat offender though.
Yeah,
is.
she.
I used to
eventually
be.
she's going to be locked out for a long time.
Yeah, the next time they block her, they just gonna remove her account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So
hard.
She got to start all over again
free her.
Free her
Definitely a repeat offender.
from a different
Morning.
phone.
from
They
a different
look for me
everything.
To have Woo Juice at events, every event. I
I'm
go to.
sorry.
What kind of
They
Woo
took
juice
me.
is this?
So this is pineapple.
This is early in the morning Woo juice.
Well, because I figured that the original parental advisory crew was here,
What, be drunk
and
early in the morning?
why you gotta be drunk?
My vacation started.
So it
Well,
don't get you
20
drunk?
I didn't say that, but I mean,
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
responsibly.
How did you still get
It's
drunk?
chill. Is it cold?
It's
It,
cold.
it is.
It's cold.
I gave yes.
Have
They
you
have
shaken
ice.
it?
It's been
So
shaking.
basically, to
breakfast
her,
this
drink
morning?
Yes, we
responsibly
got-
means what?
To follow the rules. So
Follow- it's
shake
fine.
it. Make sure you eat and have ice.
Okay.
And that's drink responsible is the fourth one. Because if you do
And
eat,
then
don't
have
do
ice is number 5 too.
no ice is like at
It's
the top.
it's 2.
Two have ices.
Yeah, it's 2. It's because you have to emphasize don't drink this shit warm. Because then you
Yeah,
end up
it's not-
sleep in the car on the bridge at
So my
homecoming.
sister called me
So you
this
get
morning.
drunker if it's warm.
Correct. I did it in
So why
Miami
would you
when we
wanna
just
drink
was
it
down
warm?
there.
Leslie said she thought she was against the law. she said
She thought she's above the law.
She said against. I mean, listen.
Yeah, no.
She meant above
She
the
probably
law.
Yeah, I'm
meant
about to
above
say
the
she
law.
mean
She
above.
also
You
said
know, here
she
on
tried
CMP,
it.
we'd be misspelling shit, misreading shit
all
all
the
the
time.
time.
Somebody said drink water too, so that's it. So I do have a bottle of water. A
none of
chaser
that
is
shit
needed to
help with
avoid
Woo Juice.
drunk.
It don't.
You don't want to get drunk. It's
The
10 o'clock in the
only
morning.
thing that I honestly say helps with Woo Juice is absolutely eating. If you have not
Yeah.
ever eaten, if you have drinking and didn't eat,
That's
boy,
a bad
oh
joint.
boy.
Yeah.
Then
That's
you
not
really
good.
end up asleep for 3 hours at the A-field.
Can we all? All I want to do is stay tuned for the rest of the day on Nafati's Facebook page because she getting
Well,
drunk
she
now.
gonna, because
she gotta get on
I
a
know.
fucking plane.
Well, that's why I know. Well, she don't have to fly the plane.
I don't.
She don't have to fly the plane.
Nafati is a single woman drinking alcohol, getting on a plane. Don't join the Mile High Club on Spirit this morning, okay?
That goes into having
I can
sex
see
with
her now
strangers.
flirting with the guy next to her on a plane.
Okay.
I ain't never been touched on a plane before. I'm single.
Listen.
So today it's supposed to be so hot. So y'all know, I don't know if you've seen it, Kenny, but you know we were supposed to vent today up in Norristown. Me and Secure the Bag, the Stockmans, but they changed it to tomorrow to 2 to 5.
It's supposed to be that hot
But
today that nobody's
it's
going
gonna
out?
be it's 94 like already, and looking to be really hot today. And then tomorrow might even rain though. So, and then another date is gonna be August 27th, which is the day before the prom.
What prom?
How that's gonna work out for you?
It's gonna stress me out.
The prom ain't happening
I'm
already?
It's gonna
just
stress me
say
out.
you're not gonna be able to vend.
Back
I'm
up.
thinking I might have to send one of the children,
Yeah.
or hopefully he'll
this-
be off. Cause
Pierre, where the hell you at? You got me in between these two crazy asses.
You don't the prom, the Desar
Yeah.
the Desar ball.
the dessert, the first.
So he's not
Who is Desar?
Rashad.
Rashad?
By Desar. Desar by Rashad.
Are we being serious?
First
You don't know Shad now? You know Shad.
You
personally.
mean, first off, yes, I know him personally.
I was to
It
say,
ain't
like, I know, I'm
Desar.
confused.
It's not Desar, okay?
What is it?
Anybody that grew up with him, he was my young boy. It's Desar,
Okay.
okay? First off,
He was your
Okay,
young boy.
so that's
All
how
right.
you just
That's
want
right.
you want to say it like
That's
that.
right.
The shore.
Well, you
that's
know
right.
him.
I knew him before he could cook.
No, hold on. He could cook before he could sell. So I don't know about that.
I knew him
bro.
before he could cook.
He could cook. He was a cooking ass back in, like in his teens. Like he really could cook. Like I want to say it's because of his grandma.
I knew
but
the
he
nigga
really
before
could
he
cook.
was allowed in the kitchen. That's how.
But
far
th-
back
so then
I
that
know.
goes to show then how observant he is,
That goes to
because
show how
he's
old I
self-taught
am.
with. So, well, I'm older than you, so we won't speak on that. But because I am, you're my young boy.
Oh, okay.
So right, stay in your place.
And I'm older than both of y'all.
Say that shit, man.
Oh, so he's having a prom and he ain't invite the art monster?
He invited everybody.
He invited
Shit,
everybody.
That shit ain't ever
It's-
since.
it was public
That
knowledge.
nigga been acting different since he got that billboard in New York. I'm from Manhattan. This nigga, I'm telling my kids, I know him.
I know him.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, I got proof. Y'all ain't got no pictures together, no selfies.
Hell yeah, we do. I got proof.
I modeled for him, so he made me a.
Yeah.
I call
You
him
had-
sex
So y'all
tape.
having a prom? You did it what?
I call him sex tape because sex tapes make people famous, and he makes people famous.
Yeah. Yeah. He do.
Like
I'm-
that.
I'm not gonna call another.
Yeah, don't
man
call him sex tape, but I do.
Yeah,
when I hit him up, I'm
not
like, "What's up,
do
sex
that.
tape?" And he think it's the
Please
funniest
don't.
thing. Yeah, don't call him sex
What
tape.
the fuck is up with Kenny?
Speaking of sex tape,
Sex Life. Yo, Shanita, did
Sex
you
Life?
watch
Sex
Sex
Life.
Life?
I watched it.
You
did you?
No, he ain't watch
did
it.
not fucking watch it. Him
The
and
moment
you
y'all
did
got
not
to
watch
talking
it.
about penises and stuff like that.
Nobody,
It's not
I
so
never
much-
once
I watched
mentioned the
Sex Tape.
penis. I never
You
watched.
did?
Sex tape.
No, we said
Sex
Sex
Life.
Life.
Sex
Sex
Life.
tape is Rashad's name.
I watched that too. Sex tape and the sex life. I seen both that shit.
Sex tape is what?
I call Rashad sex tape because of
That's it. The right sex tape will make you famous.
yeah, the right sex tapes makes you famous.
Shit,
So I
I
call
gotta
him
give it the
sex
right
tape.
person. Then.
Oh God.
I'm not making any sex tapes, but I just know. you
Not
know,
yet.
I
Come
was
on,
just
Miss
saying-
Stockman. I talked about it the other
What she
day.
do?
She didn't watch Sex Life yet.
I just
did
told
you
her too.
ladies
We
watch
just
Sex
talked.
Life?
We talked about it.
Michelle, Tanya, all the ladies. I think you say your name, Ajanelle. Did you watch Sex Life? Because Sex Life is the most watched movie right now amongst women.
But here's the thing, especially for men, I don't think it's the whole. You just got to get the message. It was the message for men.
There's
It's
no
the-
message to
It
get.
It is a heavy message,
It's a
actually.
message saying that
It is a heavy message. You need to
It's
pay
a-
attention to your spouse.
There you go. What's the message?
Pay attention to your spouse.
It's not just your spouse because you got to think of single people too. Well,
Okay, so
boyfriend,
pay
girlfriend.
attention to your significant other.
Yes.
Do not become comfortable and complacent in a situation because
Yes.
the first thing he said
Good
when
morning,
she
Richard.
mentioned it
Welcome to the Good
was,
Morning meeting.
I didn't notice that we wasn't having sex. We had a kid. I'm working. He didn't even pay her no attention.
Yep.
So that's a bad joint. Like you're not paying your wife no attention. So now she's doing this journal writing. So I was saying to Twin this morning, who's wrong? Him for reading her journal or her for writing down these how
one
she's
was
feeling?
wrong.
She wasn't wrong.
She wasn't wrong. She,
She
was
wasn't
writing
wrong.
in her personal journal.
Because she
He
never
right.
cheated.
She didn't cheat on
She
him.
just was
She
expressing
writing
her
about
feelings.
past
That's
life.
all she did.
She was writing about what she had went through before she was married. But what fucked me up was she was like, I wonder how he would feel if he knew I fucked half of Manhattan.
Damn.
I said, what in the world?
Manhattan big.
Hold on, Leslie has another comment. I started watching Sex Life and
Girl, I text Twin and was like, I don't think I'm old enough to watch this by myself. I I felt so dirty. I was like, if my child just walked in my room or
So
something.
why would men want to watch it?
So men need to watch it to
It's still
understand
the message.
understanding.
It's the message.
Why
Watch
women?
it.
One at a time. One at a time.
So I feel like men should watch it to have an understanding as to how, like, women. You assume that because this bitch came to bed in the ugliest nightgown every
day.
night. So you assume that because she comes to bed in a nightgown, she doesn't feel sexy or she doesn't want to be touched. That's not true. So I think that men should watch Sex Life because it gives you a better understanding that women don't always know how to tell you what they want. So when they write it down, it's like they're living through their words, but they don't always know how to express it. Some women just settle.
So if she
for
writes
the
it
good
down
life.
and I never read it,
So
how do I know it happened?
So basically,
She never knows. She
knows.
He never knows. He just never knows. If he
so
didn't read
basically,
it, he
what I'm
would never
taking
know.
from both what both of y'all just said is, as a man, I should read my girl's journal
No,
so
that's
I
not
know
what
how
I said.
she feels.
No, that's not
So
what I
as a
said.
man, you should check
'Cause
in.
she's not saying anything.
So here's
She's
the
not telling
thing
me.
that
So tell me
Steve
what I should
Harvey,
do as a man. Go ahead.
what everyone hates, Steve Harvey with his message, but his message this morning was good too. But anyway, Steve, you got to check in. Like every once in a while, like to this day, where like, because I know my wife, but you don't. Because I change every day. I'm definitely not who I was in 98 when we started dating. And now we're in 2001, and I look to elevate every day. You don't know me no more.
I got to
so
tell
we
y'all
have to
women
have
something,
a
right?
sit down.
Y'all women don't know us.
And that,
And that
and
is
that's
It
true.
seems like every
Whoever
time I
said we
turn on a
did.
fucking show or some shit like this, it's always a bunch of women or it's people saying, hey man, you don't know your wife or you don't know this. Guess what?
So
y'all
let's-
always want us to focus on y'all, right? But how many times out of life
The
do y'all
star.
ever say, damn, here you go. All right, you a sexy woman.
Sex tape.
You saying, damn, I'm a sexy woman. All these niggas in your Instagram saying you sexy. You go home to your man, he's not all over you and trying to have sex with you. So you think he cheating. But you never say, well, damn, maybe this nigga going through some shit.
It's not about
Maybe this nigga has a life with problems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should consider some of the things he's going through as well, instead of me just wanting him to praise me.
Go ahead, twin, because I think you took it wrong.
I didn't take it wrong. I
So,
said what the fuck I said.
here's
I'm
the
back
thing.
on the show.
We need to check in with each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
there. All right.
We need to check in with each other.
So how do we do that?
So, as adults,
Have a check-in
you
list?
have to have these healthy conversations. They're not always comfortable.
Say it again.
Tag
We
it
need to
again,
have
Rashad.
these healthy conversations.
Say it again so Nav can hear you.
We need to have healthy conversations.
Not single is a fucking doorknob.
But it's still
But we've had these conversations before in the beginning of the radio station where we've sat here and said communication, and then there's like, oh, I ain't worried about
so.
that.
Here's the
No,
thing.
no.
First
Even
of all,
then,
why
hold
are we
on.
talking relationship
Listen.
shit with Nafati? Nafati is as single as that doorknob right there on that door. She always single. Even when she got in a relationship, she tell everybody she's single.
At any rate,
Just
you're not going. So just even with cars, right? They got to use their turn signal. That's their way of communicating. Because if they don't use it, you're going to crash, right?
true.
You
That
gotta
is true.
that's all. Communication is important.
So
And
Pierre thinks
even with my own
communication-
growth, I'm realizing I got, and they're not the most comfortable conversations, but they gotta be had.
Pierre thinks communication is all asking questions. That's why I don't like the communication.
That's Q&A. That's
So-
a dialogue is back and forth.
So
That's
yes,
communication.
that's when I say,
Yeah, you
we
gotta
don't have to
talk.
communicate.
You
don't
gotta go
have to
back and forth.
constantly ask me questions. I can show you better than I can tell you anyway. So with
So
communication,
you can show me everything that y'all talking about with this movie says that she was showing him that
No,
no,
she
she
wasn't.
wasn't showing him.
She wasn't.
she was
So
coming to bed in a dirty nightgown.
No,
Y'all
it
sat-
wasn't
y'all sat
dirty.
there and
It
said
wasn't
that,
dirty.
right?
It was just
she was
ugly.
She was writing in her journal everything that she should have been communicating.
No,
to.
no.
No, she was writing shit in her
First of all,
journal that
that
she
she's
ain't want that
done.
nigga to see.
Right.
Yeah, so it was her
She
private
was just
thoughts.
releasing in her journal.
Right.
It was her private thoughts of what she had already gone through.
So
However,
whether
when
it's
I
good
say
or-
she
whether
came
it's
to the
good or-
bed, came
whether
to
it's-
bed in an ugly nightgown, she came to bed in a breastfeeding nightgown.
Whether
Right.
it's good or
That's what she
good or
came for.
bad,
Doc
it's
Henny-
communication, and it helps our relationship go further.
No, they had-
so
listen.
If you are in a relationship and you're holding back how you feel about your relationship or the past things that you've done,
Y'all have to watch it. She's not holding back how she feels.
that's my opinion though. My opinion ain't wrong. I ain't wrong for my opinion, right? That's how I'm
If
seeing.
you didn't watch it, you don't know what you're talking about.
But I don't
talking
have
about
to
in
watch
general.
every movie.
No. He said she's holding back how she feels. She's not holding back how she feels.
So she tells
No, she didn't tell him. She just started to.
she's holding it
She started a journal writing about her past. What are you moving for?
I thought you was gonna hit me.
For what?
I don't know. I just ain't been here in a while. I felt like you was gonna swing on me.
Right.
Then she hits me. Y'all
Because you
motherfuckers.
acting
So,
weird.
So she wasn't not expressing her feelings. What she was saying was she felt as though she was missing something in her life. So she started to think of her ex. And when she started to think of her ex, she started to think about their sex life. That was the most valid part of their relationship. It wasn't about their emotional attachment or anything. It was about sex for them.
In this show, right, when they were showing this, right, did they ever show the guy's side though, to why he wasn't like so intrigued on having
A little bit, not as much.
I'm just asking.
So it comes
Or
from
he
her
voiced
point of-
it.
Yeah,
He voiced it.
He said, "I've never experienced anything like this."
He voiced it.
And he
He had
kind of
daddy
sort of
issues.
wanted her to teach him after he read the journal, though, because she was willing to just live her life how it was, but she just was writing it through a journal, like she was writing what she was missing, like not. It wasn't missing from her life; she was missing it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it was
like it's not missing from her life. She
Yes.
just
Right.
misses it in general.
Yes.
Like I haven't had a smoothie in a while.
I
miss
missed
having
it.
a smoothie.
Yes. So
Got you.
she was like, you know.
Of your life.
Huh?
But go ahead.
No. Say what you were saying.
No.
He said
That's
but
definitely
still
two
missing
different.
I
from
mean,
your life.
there is no it's missing, but it's not missing from my life. If
'Cause
it's
here's the
missing,
thing.
that's the word. It's missing. It's not there. You don't have it. So either way.
But also, she
there.
went back and
It's-
forth with herself that you probably outgrown that part of your life because now you are a wife.
So where did the sex
And now
come
you
from?
have she's not
The
having it.
The shower scene. That was a fantasy. It wasn't real.
Yeah,
No,
it was
no,
a
First of all, the shower scene that he's referring to was the husband stalking the ex-lover.
and then that black guy was in
Yeah.
there too with that nice body.
The husband stalked.
Yeah, so the husband, so Cooper stalked Barrett, and he paid $600 for a membership to stalk this man
For 1
to
hour.
check him out, and then he like went to his office, like he was really intimidated. But that's like you being intimidated by an ex. Like you can't be mad that I had a prior situation,
I don't think
and
that
why are
he-
you trying to compare to
All right,
it?
so
'Cause
right
then that's
now
what he tried to do.
We're gonna go back a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
So most alpha men aren't intimidated by the last man.
At all.
He wasn't intimidated.
I'm just saying to you.
in my eyes.
All right, so
I felt
I'm
like
just
he
saying,
was.
I felt like he was intrigued.
especially if you're an alpha man and you're like an entrepreneur or something.
Yeah,
or
he had a
person
good
that wants
position.
more.
Yeah.
Hold on. Being intimidated. All right, real alphas don't get intimidated by the other one. We just kill the other one. That's what alphas do.
But he
That's what
even went
alphas
to-
do. When an alpha meets another alpha that's a threat,
Right.
it ain't no, I'm not stalking you. I'm not doing all this other nut shit.
So he was wrong.
I'm confronting you. I'm going to say what I got to say.
He confronted
And he did. That's what I was about to say. So
confronted
was he wrong? He went to his house and he told her, if I walk away, you have to promise me you're going to take care of her and my kids.
was at the end.
That wasn't no alpha shit.
No.
I didn't say that was alpha.
In
I
the
was-
beginning, when he first went to him, before they
Oh, it was
had
like,
that
stay
whole
away
dinner,
from my wife.
He said, "Stay the fuck away from my
Yeah.
wife." Period. Point
But he
blank.
had no relationship with the wife.
No.
currently.
So then,
During their
after
marriage.
she started to, after she started to fantasize about him, she has her best friend who lives in the city. So this whole story takes place in New York City.
Soho.
And they now live in the country part. So they live in Connecticut. So they live, I think he said 10 exits from New York. So that's how they kept managing it. So when he was saying, after he read the journal, it was like, well, who the fuck is this nigga she keep writing about? So he wanted to know who it was. Like, you will never stand in my face and know you fuck my wife and I don't know who you are. That's how I took it. I didn't take it as he was trying to see her. He was trying to like go see who he was because he wanted to just, oh my gosh,
I felt
this
like he
man
did.
did this to-
I'm gonna
I
speak-
didn't get that at first.
I'm going to speak for myself, and I'm going to speak for the alphas that I know, right? If I love my woman and I'm going to fight for my woman, when I come to confront you, you best believe I'm not saying, if I leave her, you
No,
take-"
that's not.
No,
that
that's
was,
a
that was
dog
far-
bowing.
no,
That was like
that
literally.
was at the end. That was
I
at
don't
the
care
end.
what part of it.
Because the other
No.
guy like literally went to propose to her and everything.
Yeah,
Like
so
it was
he knew,
crazy.
He knew their attraction. He got to see their attraction.
Right.
They went to dinner together.
You
like,
ever seen an alpha woman? Have you ever seen an alpha woman in a
nobody said
relationship?
these men was alpha though.
No, I'm just saying, like, this nigga's a bitch to me now. Just
I
you
mean-
give me that one part of it, turned him into a bitch. Because you ever
No,
seen an
he
alpha
was-
woman? You seen?
I just felt
listen,
like he wanted to please his wife.
He
you-
was- he
if
was
an
wanting to
alpha, if
give
an alpha
her-
woman's man cheated on him, right? That bitch go beat up the bitch that she cheated on. She beat the shit out of her man, and she let it be known to the world. This nigga stand with me on some dominant shit. That's what. Anything less, I'm not saying that it's wrong, and I'm not saying that he's not a good
So-
guy. I'm just saying he wasn't the alpha in this situation.
I consider myself alpha, but I'm not fighting over my husband. That's supposed to be mine. If he
And
he step out, then
guess where that nigga's
chose
going at.
that.
I know him. Guess where he's going at? Nowhere. He know you gonna kill him if he leave. It's that simple. It's that simple. I know if my fiance that I'm with right now, if I try to leave, she'll shoot me.
I'm cracking up.
He called me.
I might be the alpha in the relationship, but I know
He
her.
really called me and said,
Man,
"Not all alpha."
So then, no, I'm not gonna.
Right.
They miss
It's
your mama.
certain things you ain't letting slide. Like
It's not.
just-
It's not about letting it slide. He knew she didn't cheat on him as of yet. So then
So there's no reason
her
to confront
pattern
the
started
nigga.
to change because she started to she when as he's reading it, it's like reading the itinerary, and you want to know what this one particular part is of the itinerary. Okay, so we going to it never gives you the address. It says secret location. So you're trying to find out what it is. He just wanted to see who the person was. He never wanted to be the person to shake his hand. When he walked in, he said, "Stay the fuck." When he finally like had a conversation with him, he walked in his office. He said, "Stay the fuck away from my wife." Just like that, and he left. Hold on, he left.
So
when
that
he
leaves,
finally came
leaves
back,
the other man wondering who the fuck is your wife.
no.
He
He knew
knew.
who it was. He said,
He's like,
he
"I'm
said,
finally glad to see you with
your
clothes on."
He knew
He knew he
who
was
he
stalking.
was, but he didn't know he even existed. The husband never knew the
Right.
ex-partner existed.
So
That's
I'm-
not
I'm-
something
I'm
they ever had a
lost.
conversation
so who saw
about.
who without clothes on?
They saw
They
each
saw
other.
each other without clothes
They're
on.
in
They
the
was in
gym
the shower at the
shower.
gym.
So how
This
did
is
he
just
know
weird.
it was her husband?
He
Because
knew.
of the weird. Because he probably seen him following him.
He
How did he know it was her husband?
No. He knew because he came looking for her. He says that in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
He came
And he
looking
still-
for her because he still loved her.
And he's still sleeping. And he's sleeping with her best friend.
child.
I'm just gonna.
And she watched.
You gotta.
It's weird.
You
Who
gotta.
watched?
The wife.
The wife.
He
The
called
wife.
her on FaceTime from the best
He
friend's
called her,
phone.
yep.
And
She
was
watched
Oh,
him
so
have
he
sex.
You-
playing the game. Oh yeah, so I
He
gotta
was
fuck him up.
So but
Right.
the husband doesn't know any of these things are
Right.
going
But
on.
I'm from
the
Chester,
husband was
man.
weird
You'll get
because
hurt
then
by
he got off on
this
reading
game.
something about them too.
He
in
was
the
re-
kitchen,
he
and he's
was,
jerked
but
off.
it was he was like,
She
I
was
feel
talking
bad
crazy. It was
because
horny. You can't help if you get horny off.
that- and
breath.
But your
that's how I-
wife, but
Damn
Jen,
right. If she talk, I'm like, publish this shit, bitch. This shit
Yes.
is good.
Some
yes,
men are into that.
it's called Sex Life.
Some men are
Missionary.
into
It was
that
like
type of
reading a porno. It just
it
started
was.
his
It's
wife.
very.
So
some
he-
people find that sexy.
Yeah.
Like, and like she watched them, it turned her on because then she got off that. So
Some rich
it's-
niggas let their wives have sex with other men in front
well,
of them.
they showed the swinger
well,
party.
they had a swingers
Yeah.
party with the neighbors.
Yeah,
The-
they
the-
did.
They did.
The
The,
husband
the
and the wife?
neighbor.
Yeah.
The husband and the wife were invited.
Nigga over this pussy. It's
No.
for everybody.
Hold on. The husband's co-workers, they're friends. They're all friends. They're married, living in the same development. Blah blah blah. So the wife keeps saying, sometimes you gotta spice it up. Sometimes you just gotta spice it up.
But
This
the
is
wife was
friend's
always
wife.
suspect though.
I ain't like the bitch from the
Me neither. When she
beginning.
watched the kids and she was looking at the husband, I knew she wanted that
Yes.
cock in her mouth. I knew it. I could tell by the way she was looking. I was like,
What
she.
show is this?
It's
this
called.
parental
You said
advisory?
you seen it.
I
Oh,
was
this
like,
show.
This parental advisory.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
a
said
competition.
cock.
Mary
I
ain't
said
got,
cock.
Mary ain't got no fucking pumps.
No, it's true. Listen,
Wait.
they invite her. They invite the
What'd I
couple.
do?
They invite the couple to the party. They say, "Listen, get a babysitter, and I want y'all to go somewhere with me." When they walk in, she's like, "This is going to lead. This is going to lead us straight to hell." Is what she says to him.
It's not
And
gonna
he
be
says,
good.
"Yeah, this is not going to end well." And when he says, "No, let's go,"
'Cause
so
this
they
is
walking
something-
through.
But here though the thing when he said this is something you didn't do with him. That's what I'm saying. He always comparing himself to him. He's like, cause this is something we'll have since
Yeah,
you
this
ain't
is
do
our
this.
first.
Cause she's like, I ain't never do this. She's like, good. Then this is something. I'm like, to me, he was intimidated.
Yes.
I feel like the husband was intimidated. I think Cooper
he
was a
wanted
good guy,
to
but he
be
was
a
intimidated.
part- I think he just wanted to be a part of that world
But-
with her. I don't know.
Just had.
Oh shoot.
I don't know
Thank
what
you.
it is. It's just I don't know. When they walked
Oh,
in
I
that
see
when
it.
they worked in that house, it was like, all right, let's see what it's gonna do. So when she said she wanted to leave, he was like, why? Like basically, if you would have came here with him, you would have fucking stayed. Now that made me think that he was comparing himself to him.
Because she never told him no. You
Yeah,
remember? It's
she
always
never
yes.
told Brad no. So when Cooper was like, if it was him, you would have stayed. So here
This
we
is
go.
a family show, Darrell, so
Here-
we can't talk about this. Is a family show.
Here we
I'm
go.
just-
they in there. The
Darrell,
neighbor
I'm just
wife.
lost
Hold
on this show, but it make me want to go watch it. They
You
just
should
did
watch
the
it.
best
Listen,
fucking.
you gotta watch
I
it.
want to watch it now. I'm gonna watch
You
it.
should.
Best-
You don't go after me
It's
saying
just-
the shower scene. That
Yeah,
the
don't
shower
go.
scene
That's
was
the
my-
least of. It's
Yeah.
really a good message
So
in
there,
the show.
there was no message given. Nav said the shower scene. That's
Well,
what
that
got
was just
her.
for the
It was-
ladies.
So
it was for the
automatically,
ladies.
That was for the
automatically, I'm like, I'm
How
not
many
watching
women
no
watch
movie.
this show because I wrote that stat?
But women will watch it.
Shit,
Tons of
another
women,
married
right?
woman showed me where to find the book at.
Because to be honest, rather she said shower scene, she didn't emphasize that, and not saying that Nav go both ways or anything like that, but she didn't say what the shower scene was about.
Oh, wait a
but
minute,
women
how did
aren't
you
threatened.
go?
No, I'm saying that to say it could have went either way with the shower scene.
Nah, you can go both.
Twin, you get what I'm saying?
Oh,
The
nah,
shower
you
scene,
can go
thank
to
you.
the swinger.
No, because we can sit here and
It
ask a
makes
question there right now.
sense
Me and
now.
Kenny are talking about a movie, and we was like, "Yeah, the babe had a night. She was set." You feel
No,
me?
she
That's
just
not-
said shower
that's not-
scene, though.
That's not going to stop y'all from going to watch the movie. The moment Nav says he turned around and girl, I was like, "Damn, that shower scene."
I never
I'm not
said that.
watching that shit.
I
I don't
never-
want to see
But
that.
I
You
never
was just
said
like
that.
the shower scene,
I'm
and that's
just
how you
saying-
left.
I
That
said I
I
was
thought it
waiting
was
for
them
the
having
next
sex.
shower.
So is
scene.
nobody going to talk about Nav going both ways?
Not
I said I
both
didn't
ways.
say that. She
You're a best friend. If you covered it, that
Did.
means she did it.
No,
Because I
that's
just
not what
said she said the shower, because y'all missing the whole point.
Today on the morning meeting,
You
we
could have
revealing
just
everything.
watched it based off of her saying shower scene. Don't
I
mean
knew
all
something
women
was
should have
going
just
on when you
watched
got the go ahead.
No,
it.
you
Lord
lied.
Jesus.
Not just going through a midlife crisis or something.
So
I
they
don't
so
know.
they end up being swingers.
No.
They didn't.
No.
So the neighbor's husband, the neighbor's wife, the co-worker's wife came up to him and said, "Well, let me just show you." So the wife steps back and was like, "No." He looked down at the neighbor's wife and says, "Do it." So she gave him some head.
Looked like it blew his mind.
and listen, it was
Wife
something he never got before. In my eyes,
Yeah.
she ain't never did that shit to him.
Couldn't have.
So
The wife never did
The
it to him.
neighbor's wife gave him head.
Yes.
And the
So
and
then-
the other husband was sitting there.
The
the other
husband
wife
watched.
was, yeah, the
Oh,
other
he
wife
was turned
too.
on by it.
They're swingers.
They're swingers. All right, so it's
So
cool to
now,
him.
when it's over, they're ready to leave. She like, I
Did
just
they-
want to leave. She's leaving. So the coworker
Devin,
walks up to
yeah,
her.
Devin tried to get
and
Billy.
he's trying to give her. He's like, well, come on. And she's like, no. So he comes over and was like, not my wife. Like, he ain't willing to share.
Who ain't willing to share?
Cooper.
The one that just got
Wait
the
a minute.
head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait a minute. So he took head and then he didn't let his wife give
Guess
him.
what
Nope.
he said? You just, my wife
And whipped
just
his
had your
ass.
whole cock in her mouth, and you gonna tell me you not sharing? He said Billy ain't into that. Like that's it. And that
Like that's what Trina into. Billy ain't
about.
about to do that, and he
That's
whipped
all
his
I'm saying.
he had to go to HR at work and everything. It was crazy.
He had to go to what?
HR because they work together, and even though it happened outside of work, it was crazy.
He did that on purpose.
He was being smart, but you just gotta watch it.
Wait a minute. So
and
his
then-
girl gave him head, and the other. So they didn't have a swingers party. Then.
It was other.
Everybody
couples
wasn't.
there.
Yeah,
Bro, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, you just gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Where is these couples at that's swingers, man?
They around. They are
Swingers.com.
They around.
absolutely around.
They around.
They are.
They exist. It's just people found it so uncomfortable for her. So basically, it's based off of a book where this woman started to write about her sex experiences, and she says it's the most uncomfortable conversation that humans have today. People are scared to talk about sex in the manner that she talked about it. She
Right.
talked about how he choked her. She talked about how he did it to her any kind of way, anywhere.
Anywhere,
And
absolutely.
in the pool, in the alleyway, she didn't care as long as she can have him. They was under the train tracks.
Girl, that was, and you almost died,
That's
and it
what
turned
I'm
them
saying.
on.
And it was like the thrill.
But
of
these
it.
are these
Some
awkward
people
conversations that need to be had, like
Die on the
man,
train
what?
track.
because the train was
They
coming
do.
and they was only up against like the wall.
You know how New
and you
York
just
train
like
got
see
that-
it was crazy. And then as soon as they got done, they got into it.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
I'm gonna
like,
watch this with my girl. This shit sound exciting.
You should watch it with your chick.
It's,
Yeah.
it's,
But
it
it
just shows that
My girl is younger than me. She already excites me and does all this weird ass shit.
That's good.
Shit that old
That's
men
good.
shouldn't do.
shit that old man shouldn't do.
That's good.
You wanna do
But
what?
see, it also keeps it interesting. The way she was describing,
Keep the
what she was
flame.
used to. She was willing to suppress all of those feelings that she was feeling inside to keep her husband.
Mm-hmm.
She was willing to not live in that existence anymore. And that's when I say men don't understand the sacrifice a woman takes. So I'm like, wow, like shit, I couldn't go from that to this.
Right.
But you
It's
gotta-
nowhere in the world I can go from this exciting moment
I think
all
that
the time to
I'm
this.
gonna go back to what Mary said. I think it's two lanes though.
It is.
I think that when a woman is suppressing, like let's just say if a woman is suppressing that sexual appetite that she got, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has to understand that a man for a monogamous relationship is suppressing
A lot.
Yeah.
a instinct in him as well too.
I agree with
Right.
that.
Absolutely.
And it's weird.
And you
because
know
we
what men
black.
don't say? That they want to be desired.
Yeah.
Like they want to be like, I think they think it doesn't make them as.
Who say that?
Like they won't say it. And
We
men
not
won't
talking-
say they
yeah,
want to,
we
you
are
want to be
definitely not
desired.
talking about you.
You don't want to always be the
say-
aggressive. Yeah, because your face is tore up, not you.
Yes,
I'm
not
just
me.
saying, men want you to be the aggressor. They want you to desire them the same way we wish to be desired. So like you said, it definitely is a two-way street. Like
Yeah,
everything ain't about us. I agree with
But
that.
how do you
but
explain to your
you have
man-
to have a conversation to know where y'all at with y'all situation.
How do you explain to you how does a woman come to her man and say, I just want you to and give one of those scenes? You understand what I'm saying?
So
this man came home from work. This
Just
man
say
came
it.
home from work. He cut the grass. He helped put the kids to
He
bed. He laid down. He watched
was
sports and started all over again tomorrow. She trying to have sex with him, and he
Did she
is
put it in her
watching
mouth?
basketball.
Did she put it in her mouth?
He was watching the game
No,
while
that's
she
why
was
I
on
said
top
when
of
he was
him.
with Trina or Tina, whichever one is her
Trina.
name. When he was over there with her and she blew him. It blew his mind because it was something he had never experienced. He didn't expect to get that from his
Friend's wife.
Oh my gosh.
I live a crazy life.
No. Let's pray about it.
No.
Let's pray about it. Get off my live, little boy.
You know
But-
what? Don't read it. Don't do it. But I'm just saying, I feel like I don't know
I don't
how
feel like
I can't
that.
explain
This-
to my guy how to
not
do
my-
things
this not
that I
my
haven't
love
done
life
ever
is.
with him before.
I'm blessed.
Yes, you are. I told you that.
Not mad at this at all.
At all.
I got a good fiance.
Not mad at that at all. And guess what? And that right there should, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, she not selfish. Like, that's
It's
what's
a
up.
shame that people in relationships are scared to, number one, like just be themselves in a relationship. You feel like you gotta put up a facade of who you really are. If I like sex, I want you to know that I like sex. If you feel like as though you can't keep up with my drive, then move on. Like
think
that's
it's-
how I feel. If you and I shouldn't have to constantly say like, "Damn, you still not giving me nothing. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not doing it." I understand that it can't happen every day because we have jobs, we have other parts
life,
of life.
right? We grown.
But it's nothing wrong with a 10-minute quickie for me.
I think that life. I think when you grow up in the hood, right? I just think that it's this big picture that everybody skips on a lot of times. Yo, we are under like a level of depression.
Why
Like
can't we let that go now?
No,
No.
I'm not saying that. No, listen to what I'm in the way that I mean it. I mean like a woman goes through so much when y'all walk out that door.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta reject niggas. Y'all got niggas that won't give you job. You got all these like obstacles on your head, right? And us as men, we can't pay attention to the obstacles that you going through. Number one, we never been through them. But number two, as soon as we walk out that door in the morning time, or as soon as we start answering our phone, we going through the same difficulties too.
I believe that. And
So
I
by the
believe it's
end of the
harder
day,
for y'all.
in a relationship. Sometimes we just both be tired.
All right, so what
But
happens?
you
what
have to
happens
make
with the-
time for each other.
Yeah, what happens with the check that shit at the door? You
Right.
gotta leave that stuff outside. Do you know why they have doormats? So you can wipe your fucking feet before you walk in the door.
Amen.
So how about you leave that on the outside? The problem with life is, and this is not just with a man or a woman thing, this is an everybody thing. They don't know how to separate.
We don't.
And
Got
that,
to.
so how about we
That's
start
really
investing?
hard to separate.
How about we start investing in that? How about we start investing in you separating your personal from your private? I mean, your private from your, you know what I'm trying to say. It's like your outside from your inside. How about we start with that? Because that gives us healthy relationships. Sure, at the dinner table, people talk about what they did all day. People talk about how their day went. But that's as far as it goes. You can't come home and unload like, oh my God, let me tell you what happened with this person and that person. Now you brought your stress onto them and they're already stressed. So how about we check that shit at the door? Cops say it all the time, I don't bring my job home.
You can't.
Because if I did, I would lose my
Doctors
mind.
shouldn't, lawyers shouldn't, like all that stuff should be checked. And I said another thing too, speaking of that, your coworkers is just your
Your
coworkers.
coworkers, yes.
Because the real thing
'Cause
about it is Cooper
went
telling
and
Devin,
yes.
so Devin tried to fulfill those needs that he know that Cooper wife is having because you talk too much at work.
Yeah.
They not your friends, or maybe they
And
have a
Tina
close
too.
bond.
Her-
but
Trina
her-
babysitting
I
the
keep
kids
calling
and
her
knowing. Yeah, I know all the
you
characters.
only
I'm a
get-
part of the
you only get
movie.
one
Listen.
real friend out of life. I mean, sometimes you only get
If
a
you're
certain.
lucky.
It's
Your personal business should always stay personal. You know
Absolutely.
why? Because all that shit open up different doors.
It
for
does.
shit to happen.
It does.
Absolutely.
You know, that's just like when guys go pillow talk to another woman. And
Yeah.
you saying, man, at home, man, my girl don't do this, my girl don't do that.
So now she went up on your girl.
Yeah.
it ain't
As
no-
soon as they hit
That's
the,
why
because when it
Cooper
come to
felt-
light,
That's why Cooper felt how
It's
he
not
felt
one
with
up.
having
A
little
motherfucker
friend.
start doing some little knick-knack shit that they wasn't doing before. It's just your friend. Me and you are just friends. So as a friend, we don't talk about our personal relationships. Now all of a sudden you start telling me, man, my pussy be wet. I don't even be getting fucked. Now all of a sudden I bought you lunch. Now all of a sudden
I
you
get what
understand
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
I get what you're saying. So now you about to change
certain
that friendship.
personal things should never leave
right.
Because then once you do, those doors open, and we're all older here, and we seen what happened in people's relationships in our own lives.
What I say, it's a lot of trainers running around.
It's
here.
definitely a lot of
It's these
trainers
motherfuckers that are.
waiting for the
It's people that want your life.
Yeah,
Low
and
key.
don't want to work for it though.
Low
They
key.
think you got it
Listen,
overnight,
who's
and that's
Trina?
a bad thing.
Trina's
is
the blonde.
The blonde. That's the neighbor's
Yeah,
wife.
they just
The
using
coworker's
shit
wife.
we don't even
Yeah,
know about.
it's the names of the
Pierre.
characters.
It's a lot of Trinas running around.
It
Secretly,
is.
Trina wanted Cooper the whole entire time. She was saying shit like, "Yeah, he been working out, nice ass, stuff like that."
And when she
was
is like,
saying
"Good
it.
job, killer," or whatever,
Yeah.
like, don't what you call him out?
Like,
Don't think it's just Trina's. It's guys out here that'll look at another man's
It's
wife and
Devins.
say,
It's
"What is
Devins.
she doing? Is keeping that nigga?"
No,
You
it's
know what I mean?
Devins.
Damn,
It's
she look
Devins out
good.
here.
What's she? Oh, damn, like.
It's that we call
She
And
it.
must be
then
this, she
the
must be
quiet
that.
lady, which is the boss, Francesca,
Francesca.
that nicely told Cooper, "Why are you still with her?"
You don't have
I
to
know
go
a
through
good
that.
opportunity when I see one, and I know as soon as you divorce her, you're going to be open. Key to my apartment. You ain't never got to go back home.
And that's what the boss says.
But guess
boss
what?
shit.
But guess
And
what?
she know it was totally
boss,
inappropriate.
The boss is willing to be a side chick.
Absolutely.
She's willing to.
And
That's-
it's so
that's
many
another
like
problem.
her.
Yes,
That's
that's another problem.
Absolutely.
Francesca is willing
What
to
is
be
this
a
show?
side chick.
It's
called
you
you
Sex Life.
got Pierre over there sweating and shit.
Francesca
Pierre.
said it's a what she
It's a
said?
lot of
It's a
messages in
whiskey
that.
bar around the corner from my apartment.
right by her.
Y'all
living.
the fuck people.
Now he done stayed the night. He didn't sleep with her. Cooper is a good guy right now, but Cooper gonna be pushed to.
I think second season.
Yeah, Cooper gonna hit that.
What she
Pierre,
say?
Welcome to your microphone now, Fatigue.
What she say?
Pierre, I thought you
What she
invited
say?
me to the morning meeting. You invited me to Sex Life talk show.
You gotta
got a
watch
headache.
it.
I got
You
a
gotta
headache.
watch it.
Why is
I
it
told
headache?
y'all to
It's
watch it
nice.
on Wednesday.
You didn't tell me.
Yes, it
And I
was
told
a
you
note.
every day.
I didn't talk to you on Wednesday.
That's what I'm talking about.
It was the
Friends.
homework that you had to
Did we
do.
talk?
How many of us
It's only
have
8
them?
episodes.
I
Watched
went
it
home.
all.
Yes.
Friends.
Straight. It ain't no need to take no
All
break.
you told me to watch was The Shy. That's all I've been watching.
You
I
watched
ain't
The
watched
Shy?
that.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV.
And sisters.
I just told Twin, I said, Twin, I ain't even have Netflix no more because I refused to play
She
it.
gonna say.
And I
So
said,
I
and when she
paid
said
it.
to watch this movie, I said, shit, I got to pay Netflix first so I can watch it.
I'm just saying.
Devon was like, yes. He was so white. But I was like, I ain't paying that. I don't watch TV.
with sex life.
I'm busy.
I'm just saying that your partners is afraid to tell you what they want in fear that you will judge them.
Yep.
So and this is what I learned. This morning I was watching. I was listening to Big Sexy because I say what I want.
love
I do
Big
what I
Sexy.
want. So Big
Lips
Sexy
popping.
said that people. Like the character in Sex Life, he said people don't want to deal with women like that. Like they don't want to be friends with them. They don't want to talk to them when they
She's
have sex with
intimidating.
them. Yeah, they don't want to have people like that in their energy. How do y'all feel about it? He said because I feel like if you are who you are, your past has nothing to do with your present.
Right.
And people hold your past against you all the time. This one girl, I read one comment, I had to go. The girl said, hold on, cause screenshot it.
You want to be accurate?
The girl said, Big Sexy, I slept with 85 men 12 years ago in one summer. That's 85 men in 90 days, nearly one man per day for 3 months. That's the part of I said, I can't read no more. And did I judge her? Absolutely.
I'm gonna go back
85
on there
men
and
in
look
90
at all of
days.
that. And but that just sounds like something that you
She
got
said,
going on.
I'm
That's
9
not
years.
right.
She said I'm 9 years at celibate, and
Damn, she
She
gotta
said-
be 9 years celibate. She trying to catch her coochie back up to her life, that her soul that got snatched to that summer. Fuck you talking? I'm just saying.
That's
though.
a lie.
That's
she
a
said
lie.
she said many will say
Yeah,
that
I know,
was
I
extremely
know you're gonna be
excessive.
the antichrist on this, but that's a lot of people.
I'm
in one
hoping she
summer.
used protection,
She
but
said
that's
that-
still
she
just
said
a
I
lie.
always practice
Did
safe
pH
sex.
violent? Okay,
She
she
said
used,
I always
okay.
practice safe sex. I never had contracted anything, not even a cold, because of it. She said,
Damn.
but people aren't ready to have this conversation. So she has a blog where she talks about how sex had overpowered her life.
I'm
like
following
that's
her.
the way she coped
All right.
with a lot of stuff.
Listen to me. We gotta name some shit the way shit is, okay?
She said she was a sex
First off,
addict.
she's a fucking liar.
Oh.
And
she really-
I wouldn't say that.
let's just do statistics here.
Uh-huh.
Damn, 85 and 90 days.
She said
All right,
that's
so
a
let's
man
just
a
say
day.
when you were single or whatever, let's
Right.
give both of y'all, everybody in this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you had sex, the last 85 times you had sex, you never, not once didn't wear a condom? Out of 85 fucking times, I don't give a fuck if it was 85 times with the same person. Come on, that's already a lie. So she's saying that she had sex 85 times with a condom. That's the first fucking lie that the fucking
I mean,
bitch said.
she's saying they're all strangers.
Yeah.
They're not,
I don't
they're not anyone
care.
in a
She said
relationship with.
85 people,
so,
bro.
So she said 85 people. So,
So
she's,
they probably came with condoms, and then when
either
she's
she's working
sober
in a
enough to know-
bar or somewhere where she meets
A
new
dancer or
people every
something,
day,
right.
and every night she's saying, "All right, I'm gonna take you home." right? So
Sex
85
with a
people in
stranger.
90 days it can happen,
Obtainable.
right?
Oh,
It is
obviously it can happen. She said it happened.
right?
She
So why
said-
not
she
with
said-
condoms
But
is
my thing
believable?
is, if she got a period, she fucking them during her period.
Apparently.
So she
Sounds
take
like it.
2-3 days off.
Apparently,
Sounds
that's
like
what I'm.
it.
Let's just talk
I
about
guess
the
that's where the
dirtiness
pool-
of this, which
That's
just
where the
happened
pool
here.
action coming in.
So
I mean, maybe she was on birth control. Will that stop her period?
if she got hysterectomy, like it could be a couple things.
Or
that'll
she could
stop her
be on a
period.
shot. The
Yeah,
shot
if she
stop-
taking-
Let's just say
just-
if that coochie ain't cleaning out. I mean,
So
how do you?
what do you
I
mean
don't
it's not
even
cleaning
want-
out because she don't have a period?
Is this how
I don't have a
tunnel-
period.
I'm just wondering. No,
Me
no, I'm
neither.
no.
I'm about to say, I'm about to say, that's what
If
I
she-
was
no,
like-
no. I'm saying if it's you just
She's
said
not giving it a
it's
break.
90 days,
Yeah,
and she did it 85 of them days.
Right.
she doing mad Kegels in between life because that's
I don't
just
even think she's doing that.
I like
though.
it.
at
What
this
them
point.
walls like?
Yeah.
I like loose pussy. I don't know.
you do. I don't
Okay,
understand.
that's
You
cool.
a firm
He say
believer of
that
that.
all
He
the
does.
time.
Cool, dog. You know, and
That's-
I just
that's
wouldn't want to
obsessive.
know about it.
So I don't think
tight,
people.
too long.
I-
You need to
so
get in
so
there
hold on.
against the
Let's be
pump.
clear. She said 12 years ago, and now she's 9 years abstinent. But she spoke on it because of his topic. So
Right.
it's not like she was telling
In the
somebody, but
judgment.
She started to blog about it because she wanted people to understand that sex addiction is real, and people don't get that. You have people who crave sex like they crave their next breath, just like drug addiction and alcohol addiction. Sex addiction is real, and people will be like, "Oh, you can control that." No. So, like, if I remember watching an episode of Girlfriends, and her boyfriend was a sex addict, and he was like, "I don't want to open that up because once that box opens back, that Pandora box opens
hard
back
to
up,
close that
it's
motherfucker
hard
up.
to close it back." And he said,
It's hard
"I
to
am."
get that snake back in the box.
He said, "I am
So-
almost 2 years into recovery." So her and him went and stayed the night with each other. And then finally, she opened that box back up, and he was moving to New York, and he asked her to come with him. She denied him. She said, "No, I have a life here in LA." So in New York, now that he's already had a taste of what he was so addicted to, he turned right back into who he was, and couldn't tell her the truth. This woman, I would say, what did I just say it was the other day? They have a white liver. So their sex drive is completely higher than normal people. And they have to have sex. It's like,
Is that a nymphomaniac? Right?
yeah, a nympho. They have to have sex. It's not something that they can, like, if they don't have sex, they masturbate. If they it's a need for them. It's not a want. So
So how did she cut it off for 9 years then?
you gotta listen to her blog.
Yeah, I'm
She
listening.
goes
I'm
in.
gonna
She
go
goes
to it.
into it. She goes a little
It seems
deeper,
like-
but I just felt like that was.
I'm
a
just
very
curious
important part of
about.
it.
I'm
I just feel like she says a
maturing.
lot of extreme things just so people come to her. I feel like it just seems
No,
one of the things.
these
that's
are
like,
people don't gotta make this up. They just like we're watching this stuff on TV, but these are people lives.
I believe people have sex. I see prostitutes on the street. I'm pretty sure they have sex with 5, 6, 7, 8, 20 different niggas in one day, which quadruples the numbers that she has.
True.
But when you're saying, okay, I'm a sex addict, and then I haven't had sex in 9 years.
Okay, so a drug addict can tell you they haven't touched drugs in
9
years.
years.
It's the same exact thing. It
your
really
addiction
is.
is your addiction. And
Your
people
addiction,
don't
yeah.
believe things
It is
such
the same
as
thing.
drugs. As sex is an addiction. They don't think that.
Shopping
I
is an
know somebody
addiction,
who had an
like-
addiction to watching porn. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They told me literally, I go home. No, bro. He gonna raise his fucking hand.
Best thing they did was
They
make
told-
Pornhub free.
They told me they go home on their lunch break, watch porn. After they get off of work, they watch porn. Before they go to bed, I said, "What? What the fuck else are you watching on TV? Nothing, porn." And I'm looking at her. I'm like, "Are you?" And this is a woman. She said, "I'm addicted to it." She said, "And don't get me wrong, I don't have sex that much, but I gotta watch porn." She said, "If I'm cooking, it's on."
It's probably just the curiosity of what they do in it, and maybe she's taking notes.
I
Mental notes.
couldn't believe it, and I'm looking at.
I'm just looking at the good and everything.
And I
at
asked
this
her, did she
point.
learn something from it? Because I would like to think you did. And she was
Right.
like, I can't tell you if I do or I don't, but I cannot not watch it. So I'm like, okay.
I'm not a porn watcher.
And she talked about it with her
You're not a
therapist.
porn watcher?
I'm not one either at all.
In my mind,
When
I'll
I-
make
Dante
some
said-
tapes, but I'm not.
In your
I think
mind,
I'm
you'll
good
make
enough
some
to make
tapes?
some tapes, but I'm not a watcher.
Dante said
I
that
think my mind is
I was
curious
watching
enough.
porn by watching Sex Life. I said, well, it's the first.
There's that.
Like,
Yeah, Sex Life felt like
that was
it
my
was low
man
key
for
porn
it.
soon it came on.
Yep.
I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't watch this down here on this TV.
I had to tell
My family judging
I had
me.
to tell my kids, like, no, you can't watch TV with me today. I'm watching adult shows.
Right.
So here go Dylan. Well, you should put on a kid show. No, you should get the fuck out and go watch your own TV.
Yeah, so y'all know I
I'm gonna
don't
watch
allow
it.
a TV in our bedroom, so I had to watch it on the iPad. Your room is for sex and sleep. That's it. That's all we can do in our room.
Well,
of course,
I
get
got
dressed
TV
after you out the
'cause I'm
shower.
only
but we
getting
don't have
one.
But we don't have a TV in our bedroom, so I had to watch it on the
I got a
iPad.
TV. I can sleep in
Sex
TV.
and sleep in the bedroom.
That's all it's for.
I got TV in the bedroom.
Yeah, no.
It's
I am all the distraction. He come right in and yell at Alexa, put on some music and sex and sleep, and that's it.
TV distracts everything.
It
It
does.
stops you from sleeping.
we be
and it
having
stops you
family,
from.
like me and my girl be like
Y'all
having
got the
family
baby.
time, and we got this baby.
And then that's cool. We
But
don't
that's
have
what the
that.
living room is for.
Right, and that's
No,
what the
but
living room is
listen,
for.
So like
Right.
it's like morning times for me. It's like breakfast in bed for my girl. You know, baby
Why do
wake
you need
up.
TV for
I like the TV being in the bedroom because he got his own room now. But like he wakes up and you know he's a baby, so the first thing he wants to watch is Cocomelon. So if I'm still tired, I can be like, I talk to the remote now, be like remote
So I guess
Cocomelon,
that's-
and then I don't know. It's
Yeah, but our youngest is 13. And
Yeah.
of course, he got his room going on with himself. And then if you want to play the game or do whatever, then you'll do it downstairs. When
Yeah.
you come up here, you're either ready for sleep or sex.
I completely
tell your
agree.
13-year-old he ready for sleep or sex.
Absolutely not. Don't be an ass. You know I was referring
Okay,
to
I'm
my-
just saying because 13-year-olds be humping. I was 13.
Not my
I
son.
was humping at 13.
Well,
If we
son-
was
I
still
lived
in
in
Chi,
Chester.
I'm scaredly he probably would have been. But
my son.
if y'all lived in Chai.
My son
well,
is
yeah, because he
14.
don't know nobody in Delaware yet.
Oh, okay.
We've been there. It'll be a year
Yeah, you'd
next
have been
month.
up there
so
with them dirty white girls. They'd have been,
God, shut
all
up.
over your son. They've been watching Sex and
the
the City.
other
Them
two
little-
been
My son just informed me that he shaves.
yikes.
He was standing in front of me with his hands in his pants. I said, "Nigga, if you
And
gotta
he was
keep
itching.
stretching,
Yeah.
I said you need to go wash your balls."
Nah,
Listen.
he shaved. And
So
now
listen,
it's
he like
Causing him to itch.
This is
I'm
what he said to
cracking
me.
up.
First of all, I shaved.
Like, let's be clear, I'm not
itching.
dirty.
So I'm like,
I'm
you
geeky.
shave? I said you didn't want to come and talk to me about it first. He like, nah, it's like
That's a
my
God
second
thing.
or third time. My second or third time doing it. I said,
He
well,
already been doing
maybe
it.
you need to talk to daddy about it.
Yeah.
Right. Because clearly, I would have told him how to
Yeah, it's a certain way to handle that.
and then
Right.
you can how you
Not
manage
itch.
the itching part,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, all right, well, you just gotta keep your nuts greased so it don't have me walking around. He's
no,
like,
not
"Oh,
no.
wow."
Don't keep your nuts greased.
He do
If
to
you
stop
keep
the
your
itching.
no, that's you don't do that. You giving them some female type stuff. Imagine if I took Vaseline and kept putting it on your face right there. What'd happen? You'll end up getting bumps right there, right?
Yeah, from
your,
the,
your pores will
petroleum,
clog.
yeah,
the
clog
same
up.
thing. Yeah, he can't do that down there.
And that's how you get hair.
Shaving down there is depending on the type of skin he got. He might need like clippers. You know, like how y'all girls use like clippers, and he has to go with the grain. It's when you go against the grain that you get stuff like razor bumps or anything like that. And you gotta be. You can't. Sometimes every man can't shave all the way to the root. Shaving all the way to the root means that when your skin heals, you'll get like razor bumps, hair bumps. So he has to talk to a man. He needs to talk to another man because it's just like when a woman wants to shave her for JJ. My daughter can't come talk to me and be like, I can't give her directions on the proper way to shave her for JJ.
That is true. But I
feel
can
me?
tell him how to stop it from itching from a female or male.
That you
If
told
I told him
Pierre. She told her son to put a bunch of that.
No,
grease it up down
hold
there.
on, hold on.
A man's
No,
balls
hold-
is already sweaty. Imagine
hold
you
on.
told him to put grease down.
So guess what the grease do?
What?
Stop the moisture. It does.
Protect it from being.
Yes.
yeah.
I use coconut oil.
See, it
And
stops
what do
the
you do?
moisture.
You rub it in. She's telling a
shave?
little
No,
boy.
that's not what I told him.
She's
That's
telling a
not-
little boy.
no.
Imagine as a little kid, somebody told you grease it up down there.
Hey, Miss Dawn.
Oh, I can imagine it's 100 degrees outside. His nuts are already sweating.
No,
That's
it-
all it's Vaseline.
No, that's not. See, that's not what I told him. You taking it wrong. Just because I said use
I
Vaseline.
can take it anywhere.
Okay,
Pause.
well,
I'm allowed to joke about this any fucking way I want to right now.
No,
I can take it
but
anywhere
when he
I want
said
to.
when
Look
he
at
said it to me, when he said it to me, it was just a surprise to me, and I'm like,
Right,
What'd
so
he
you
say?
don't know how to react.
he said
That
I
he
shave.
Oh, all right.
She
And
said,
now this
no,
is
he
already
said,
like his
first of
third
all,
time, and
Her
she never
son-
knew.
Her son had his hands in his pants.
Right, she never
You
knew
know,
he
bro,
shaved.
What you can't hear us in there?
He was reading.
Yeah, he on something
The
else.
son had
He's
his
very
hands in his pants
distracted.
doing this. She's like, "Oh, you need to go wash up." He like, "It ain't that." He
Like, first of all, I shave, like,
I
it
shaved
itch.
down there,
Right.
so it got a little.
That's
you know,
how she
itch.
found out.
Probably the hair growing back, or you know that whatever's going on, right? You know,
My
shit.
one son
And I
You know
said-
something else that can
Manscaped.
cause it to
I
itch
dare.
though.
Do you?
You know
I don't
something
like
else
how
that can
that's-
Hair
cause it to itch
sensitive.
Yeah.
is
I thought
what you
about
call it. The type of detergent you have.
No.
Different detergents
So-
affect
Yeah,
your
but that
skin
would have been
different.
bothered him.
Yeah,
though.
so I use the same detergent.
Not
I
on
don't-
shaved
Don't.
skin. So I'm
Because
telling,
it's
I'm a
raw.
guy.
I mean,
I'm
I
an
get
older
it.
guy.
I mean, but I shave.
No, but I
and
would have
get
been
it.
noticed before now.
No, you. All right, listen. My face, right? My face never touches my fabrics, right? And I can shave my face. Now, that's like down there. Imagine if he never shaved before. You would never know that he has an irritation to it till he shaves, and now that same fabric softener that you use is touching his raw skin. It's a big difference. I'm just saying as a guy.
Well, him standing there in front of me telling me he shaved was a big surprise to me. So, and I have
That means
very...
he just watched too much Pornhub.
I have, as he said, he watches Pornhub. He said,
Your 13-year-old?
He said until it charged me. He was very upset that it started charging me. He said, and I watched Backpage too. I'm thinking, what?
Oh my God.
I had
First-
very open conversations with my
X
son.
videos, man. I'm
Wait a minute.
I'm not
Pornhub
there.
don't charge. That nigga been trying to get to the premium
Extreme,
shit.
yeah, he
Oh my
said.
goodness.
He said, I done
Listen.
seen every goddamn porn video there
I'm not
is.
ready.
5 minutes is all you need.
I gotta get to the premium shit.
I cannot.
I was very surprised.
I'm glad he
that
got big brothers.
My little
I
son
can't.
was telling me this because I have conversations with my older sons. I don't talk to my kids like they're babies. I talk to my kids getting them ready for the adult world,
Right,
especially
rightfully
after a
so.
certain age. So when the surprise to me was that he shaved, that was number one. To know that he was taking care of his areas and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, so I asked him, I said, so what made you shave? And he was like, I tell my dad. So I said, you can tell me what made you shave. He said, the little girl said she ain't like hair in her mouth. He's 14.
Oh my gosh.
He's 14. It killed me. Guess what I said when he was walking down the hallway? Well, you should have said it made you shave because it holds your fucking urine nasty. I was so mad. I was so mad.
Like,
But-
whose daughter is out here
Yes.
this age? Like,
Talking about she ain't like hair in her mouth. I'm like, what? He's 14.
And
He
Tavon
has a
and
14-year-old sister. He has a twin. She's
they had sex
14.
by 13,
So my
14.
thing is like, what are y'all allowing y'all daughters out here to do?
Don't say it, Pierre. I know what Pierre about to
It's
say.
not what you're allowed.
You know what he about to say.
No,
It's not what you're allowing them to do.
How old was she when she was a mom?
I was 15.
Yeah, because you know that's about to say. Because that's what Pierre about to.
I was 15 years old. Don't get me wrong. When I look at my baby, I look at her every time and be like, "Ooh, I'm so happy my baby is not like these fast ass
Right.
girls." But like I tell my
that's
son
not-
how to treat girls. You have a 14-year-old
It's
sister.
so weird to see parents that are my age, right? And they be like, they find out their 14 or 13-year-old is having sex, and they be like, oh my God, da-da-da-da. Or they hear about another person's kids, and they quick to call the little girl's fast ass. Let me tell you about these parents that's my age. They was having sex when they was in middle school. I went to hold on, let me talk. I've been to Showwater with these girls. And back when we was in Showwater, in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we went to Pulsations and we tried to hump the girls after. We went CNN skating ring. We tried to have sex with girls after. What? We went to a Shark Bar, the Blue Room, fucking B&K's on 3rd Street. We was all in middle school. Motherfucking, that's one of the ages that sex shit starts to happen.
That is
It is. It
I'm
starts
gonna
to
call
happen at
them
that
fast
age.
asses because somebody called me a fast ass and I didn't raise my daughters to be like my fast ass.
It wasn't that
See the
people
difference?
was fast
I
asses.
raised- no, they
you
weren't.
like it when
No,
they
it-
called you
They
a
are
fast ass,
stupid.
though?
Say that again.
Did you like it when they called you a fast ass?
So they didn't say it to me.
Why you think we was looking at
They
y'all
said it
jumping
to their-
rope when we was
they
kids?
said it to my friends. Like a lot of my friends' moms thought that I was the first person to have sex because I got pregnant the first time I had sex.
You wasn't the first one
So
out the squad.
I wasn't the first one out the squad that got hit though. Of
course you wasn't. You an 80s
but
baby.
They thought that I was. I'm a 70s baby. So they thought that
That's
I
even
was.
worse.
They thought that I was the fastest one. So one day I said to the, "Shut up, Bear."
I just said they are crazy.
So I wasn't. I never once said to their mom. One day I'm having a conversation. I already had my daughter and everything. To one of my friends' moms, I said, "What if you knew that your daughter was having sex long before me?" Because now I'm a mom. You can't tell me nothing. So she looked at me and was like, "Well," I said, "Yeah, she been fucking." And I walked out. Me and my daughter wrapped her up and walked out. Because you're not.
Sorry to mess your day up.
Damn right.
Yep.
Because
Sorry to fuck your
that's what
day
she
up,
was
sis.
saying. That's what she was saying about me.
Talking
I don't
shit
want my
about me all
daughter
the
being
time.
with her. She'll be the next
They
pregnant
be the moms.
teenager.
Yep.
Things like this. She was saying it to other women, and one of the women that stood up for me was like, "No, you might want to have a conversation."
With your own child.
Her choice to keep her baby was her choice. It wasn't because she was out here being grown.
Scientifically proven, right? This is science. Puberty brings on sexual hormones, dog.
True. That is
Curiosity.
true.
It doesn't matter what age it is.
That's true.
That's why when we was kids, remember they used to play that Jamaican music, and then that first time you grinded with a motherfucker, you said, "Oh, shit. Yeah. Wonder what this
Now
shit
you
feel
want
like
to
if I
grind.
put it in you."
You put the whole thing in you.
Fuck, if it feel like this at a fucking high school fucking
In this
dance
denim.
party, so we got to just take that into.
And these swishy sweatpants.
I think with our kids, the part of it isn't them having sex. The part is that as us as parents, we explain to them that's a couple minutes out of your life. That's just a moment out of your life. You still have you have the rest of the day to still do other things that you have to be productive and accountable for.
I tell my daughters, it's the only
too much
part
emphasis
of you,
on the sex part.
I tell my daughters before you are ready to give yourself to a boy, a man, or whatever. Remember, that's the only part of you that you own. That's what I emphasize that with my daughters. My sons, I say they tell me. Of course, it's a double standard, but I told that man who said that about my Rajon. He said he was too old to be with his daughter. I'm like, he was just 13 2 fucking days ago. What the fuck? How old you think he is? And he's like, my daughter is 12, about to turn 13. I said, my son just turned 14 2 days ago. So he was like reading the text messages and seeing what Rajon was writing. And I'm like, what the fuck was your daughter saying? Now I'm in defense of my son. And I'm like, what was your daughter saying to make my son say these things? And he said, we're not even going to talk about that. I said, yes, we are. You gonna tell me what she was saying? We're gonna have this
conversation. Right.
Guess what my son said? Here's what she was saying, Mom.
Right. I wasn't talking to myself.
Yeah.
Like.
So I'm like, she invited him over.
She said she'll snatch my soul.
Yeah. I'm like, you mad because your daughter's 12 years old? Maybe you should be having these conversations with your daughter and not trying to frighten my son.
See, because
my son is a straight man, so his thing is he likes girls no matter what. And as long as they're within their age bracket, that's what he's gonna do.
Absolutely.
That's when I had to have a conversation.
But look at this though. We switched the times again. When I was younger, the men that I knew and the old heads that I had, sex wasn't the topic. Like an old head on the block, even a drug dealing old head with if he knew you had
about
sex,
the game.
He'd be like, yeah, it's cool you had sex. But then we talking about money.
About the game.
We need
always.
to talk about what you doing. Like he asked me what I did at school. He asked me, he making sure I'm good. It ain't just he wasn't now like this new era, like motherfuckers be like, oh, my son has sex. Good work, son.
Yeah.
Good. Real men
sadly, because most men are just happy that they're not gay.
Yeah.
Sadly. Like that's really just the main
thing.
Because of today's society, the main topic is like, oh, he and the girl. So
my son getting a lot.
Right,
That's how they
and that's
brag.
sad because that's just I mean, it's 2020. Was it 21?
2021.
I don't know no more at this point. I'm just in a time capsule somewhere.
You know, and sometimes, a topic that a lot of men don't want to touch on, though, even when you bring up that, right, is I would rather know my son is gay than my son to be in the closet.
Absolutely.
And be fighting his demons.
And battling them. Absolutely.
And I have put some type of fictitious image in front of him, and he's scared to
that's
tell his
not
own
fair.
dad.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. And it's a shame because a lot of men will say, I can't accept that.
Right.
How
And then
can
when you
not
say that
accept
out your mouth, you have built a wall in front of your son.
Yeah.
Right, because the power of the tongue, and you already put it out there in the
don't know who
atmosphere.
he
Let me
is.
tell you, a little boy is most of the times a little boy is naturally going to be drawn to women. So as long as you're just open with him and you develop him the best way it is, character is way bigger than sexuality. I'm sorry to say it, character will naturally form on your child, woman or man. But if you have a seed that happens to go the opposite way, and you've told this little seed, ain't no faggots in my family, you gay bashing all the fucking time. Now you have developed a young man that is
He's questioning himself.
So now you already have this battle with your
tell you,
sexuality. Now you gotta, go through this with your family.
The suicide rate in homosexuals is like 8 out of fucking 10 right now, dog.
That's a shame.
8 out of 10 little boys kill themselves because they don't want to come out to their father and say,
and then write a note about it.
Yeah.
Write a letter about it. That's what they've been finding lately. But here's the thing. I think that when a man emphasizes that, like he emphasizes, I can't take my son being gay in that manner, like ain't no fuck fags tomorrow. I think he's underlying gay. That's my personal opinion. I think secretly he doesn't know how to express himself. He doesn't know, like he don't want to say it. And we have seen this coming up. We have seen masculine men who have.
I think they have DL issues.
Yes,
I don't think that they really gay, but I think that they have tendencies that they might like.
I don't think a lot of men that don't want their sons to be gay are gay. I think that what is happening is that
hold on. I didn't say that they are gay. Not they just because they don't. I said the way they are emphasizing it. I know faggots in my. I think those are the ones that have underlying issues.
It's called hypermasculinity. So when a man sits there and says,
that's what I was saying about.
There's no gay man in my house. I'm not allowing that. He thinks that's the best way to keep his son from being gay. When in all actuality, you're opening the door for your son to go over there and check it out.
And check out what's going on. Damn.
Because you're so much
like I said, open conversation is the key to successful living. We're coming from a community that does not put a lot on communication. It puts more on the ignorant shit than on the positive thing, right? So we had a couple people last week where they were talking about Navy Federal, the credit union. You can go in there and get a credit loan and then just don't pay it off. It's like that's scam. That's fraud,
ignorant,
bro.
yeah.
That's fraud. But he was pushing it like this was the way to go about shit until people pulled him up on it. And then he's like, oh, all right, well, you don't really want to go do that like that. I just lucked up because I was able. Yeah, you lucked up because you had a business relationship with the bank already.
Yeah, why would you want to burn
I'm not
them
going to
like
luck
that?
up that way. They're going to hit me for fraud. So without communication being the way, with communication being the way that it's always been, we're gonna run into the hypermasculinity and men pushing down homosexuality. And I think what Gio said, what a homosexuality is a man on man situation. It ain't a man and a woman and a man, right? So it's like, huh? So if you still deal with men, if you deal with men and women, you're not a homosexual. You're just in the freaky shit.
You agree with that?
You just water. You're liquid. That's that new.
You're liquid.
You have it
No, that's a
solidified.
sexuality, liquid or something.
You have it solidified into homosexuality.
Well,
So
we
you
said
just
that
like
was a
sex.
bisexual.
Right.
He came up with the whole bi situation before the end of the topic, and I said, I don't care if the man let another man touch him, he's gay.
And if
But he-
a man
period.
touching
But he
another
I don't
man,
care if he's touching
I
a woman.
understand that, but that still would be bisexual.
Yeah,
I mean, right? The right way to
women
say
are
it is.
naturally
right,
bisexual, but it's okay for them.
The women
to
are
do that.
not naturally bisexual.
There are more women that have had, and you can only speak for you.
You said women.
see,
Hold on. You said women.
I'm
Women
saying
are
women.
naturally bisexual.
I will say not all women,
Yeah.
not all women, but
Women
a
can
partial.
women can kiss and have sexual relationships with another woman and not be considered gay.
Some women.
A woman
and
can
not-
kiss another woman
and not be
and it's not.
considered
You're not gay.
You can grab a woman's
whose
ass.
eyes,
You can
though?
grab.
Oh, wait a
you
minute,
can
hold
be
on.
in the
Watch this,
club.
watch
She can
this,
be in
hold
the
on.
mirror.
That is
shaking
true,
her
man.
ass,
Just think about this,
and
Mary
you
Ray.
can smack her on her ass. And you can smack her on her ass, and that's not gay.
That's not gay.
Let me smack Kenny
Yeah.
on his ass. and
Y'all
then-
do it all the time in the locker room. What do you mean?
No,
Men
we
do it
don't.
On the football
No.
field all the
I ain't into
time.
girls.
On a football field, on a basketball court.
Hold on. You don't have your hands.
So
are full.
don't say that you can't do
But
it.
I'm
Don't
talking-
say that a nigga ain't never smacked you on the ass and said good
Never.
game.
I didn't play sports.
Nobody never smacked me on
I
the
ain't
ass.
play- I ain't played sports.
Play no
I
more.
played
Now,
sports and
now
nobody
he
smacked
plays
me
sports.
though.
He's played basketball. That's what he was talking about, right?
played
He got a jump
sports.
shot
Nobody
that
smacked
would.
me on my ass.
So
But,
nobody
hold
never
on.
hit you and was like good game.
Not on
None
my
of
ass.
it.
I'm just being real. Nobody hit me on my ass and never said good
Come
game.
on, man.
I've seen it done. I've been in
Slap
sports,
ass.
but I wasn't one of the guys that they did it to. I was probably a little cuckoo. But I've seen it done.
Don't smack Kenny on the
Pierre,
ass.
but listen, Pierre
Don't
makes a
smack
good
Kenny
point.
on the ass.
If we go to the club, all four of us right now, and you and Nafati, y'all twerking, y'all doing the joint at the bar while we getting drunk, and Mary like, go Naf, and she smack you on the ass. I'm not like Mary gay. Mary in a relationship, she not gay. Like she not. Hold on.
Right.
But if we at the same bar and Pierre start dancing, I'm start smacking Pierre ass. Go Pierre, go Pierre. You like
Suspect.
You like them niggas gay? Gay. The
Suspect.
first word that come out
So
your
here's
mouth
the
is
thing.
he gay.
And it ain't no way we gonna take it
Suspect.
back.
And it's no way to take
Why
it
is
back
it
for
that?
the rest of
Why is
eternity.
that okay? Why wouldn't you think I was gay if I did
It's the
that?
way.
though?
It's the way it smell, bro.
Huh?
It's
Oh,
the
you
way it
always
smell.
say that. We're
It's
going
the-
back to
it's
that.
the-
You
and that's
always
what it
say
is.
that.
It's
the-
shit. It's shit for men on man.
Yeah.
It's whatever for females.
It's
whatever.
it's
It's
a
two
little bit-
Victoria's Secret mangoes coming together,
Yeah.
right? But it's shit for men. For men. So
Because of the
automatically-
penetration, it makes
Right.
it that.
It's
So you
very-
telling me if he likes a man or a woman? If he likes men and women,
He's
that
bisexual. He
bi
bi.
means two, right? So he likes.
He's bisexual.
But it's people.
still say
So
that.
so where does the pansexual come in? Because they're the ones that still like, even if you're gay, not you per se, of course, but then now there is a transsexual. So now still he's still a boy,
Wait a
but you'll
minute.
still
That's
sleep with
that's
him.
a different type of sexual.
Yes,
I'm out
it
the
is.
loop.
Right.
Yes, it is.
So wait a minute. If
It's
I
so
date,
crazy.
You only go up the
If
bi.
you date
I
a
don't do the
trans,
third levels and the fourth level.
if you date a transsexual, wait a minute. You're
No disrespect,
if
but I
you-
feel the same
If you
way.
date
It's too deep.
transsexuals, you're pansexual.
I'm not sure if that's what defines pansexual. I was actually
Look at
asking.
that. Look
I
at
don't
that
know what
thing.
pansexual is.
I don't
What
know.
I'm saying is there are people that just like to have sex with
'Cause
people.
listen,
They don't identify.
My favorite. So that
Their-
means my favorite character on The Shy is transsexual. Then, right?
yes.
I don't watch the show.
Pansexuality
She's a
is
trans.
sexual.
Pansexual.
Listen,
No,
listen,
he's
Pan.
trans.
But he's so.
Listen to what
he
pansexuality is.
He telling us what
on.
pansexual is.
Pansexuality is sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people regardless of their sex or gender
what I thought.
identity. Pansexual people may refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determining factors in their romantic or sexual attraction.
Just
to
the
others.
person.
Yeah, because my
It's just
favorite
the
character on
person.
The Shy, he gender blind, but he a killer. He
Facts.
killed.
Oh, he like Omar?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because he got a girlfriend.
I'm like, is he like
But you
Omar?
better call her a girl. If you call her a man,
Oh, she's a
it's
tranny.
smoky.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't watch
So
that
he
show.
had his partner has a whole
Can you
surgery
talk
done.
into the microphone?
As soon as I
She
said
on
back,
vacation.
Yes, I'm leaving.
Scoot your chair up.
See, what
with
happened
her.
was
I'm-
Nafa T was addicted to the mic back in the day.
No,
So now that she's been 18
no,
years celibate
stop,
from the mic,
Stop doing that. Stop.
she don't want to be around the mic
So were
for
you
9
addicted-
years.
Were you addicted to the mic? You was there with me. Take it back.
I'm not taking it back. What I
Alright,
said
what?
about you and the mic.
Okay,
You was
well,
addicted to the mic at a young age.
So were you addicted to the mic?
I was addicted to the hole.
I think it was the mic. We were doing the same things. Then stop.
Next
I never
topic.
was addicted to the mic.
Well, so
So
he was addicted.
Look at Pierre.
Because I'm reading up what bisexual mean. Because to me, it's the same
Same thing, yeah.
Like you're just putting extra feelings.
So
in it
no,
to give
no.
it a
So
definition.
basically, no.
The definition of
Bisexual.
bisexual means attracted to the gender the same as your own and
And
to
opposite.
other genders.
So pansexual. Is after they
Pansexual-
already had the change.
Right, you'll
And
still
I-
deal with
no,
them.
Nah,
But
nah,
however, pansexual means attracted to or has the potential to be attracted to people of all genders. Binary
So-
or not.
Yeah, so
Right.
all right, hold on. I can
Pansexual sleep with any.
Listen, when
Right.
they just made transsexuals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transsexual is a sexuality. It's a whole new person now.
Right, because you had a
It's a
sex
change.
change.
So they're basically saying that pansexual is saying that I don't even care which I don't see
Right,
your gender.
that is what pansexual is.
Bisexual is saying
Right.
I know you're a woman and I know you're a man and
I want the opposite of my, yeah. Right, I know what
Pansexual
you
is
are,
saying,
right.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Right, I want to
So
sleep with
that's
you
what-
as a person.
yeah,
That's what
your boy
pansexual is.
On.
No, he's
Deshaun.
not. No, he gay.
But he like.
Oh, he gay.
He gay.
She got a hole now, bro.
He just crazy.
But that's what they give
On the
pans-
shy, he just
they give
crazy.
They give it to transsexual. So if you're transsexual,
Don't he look
you're
just like this
pansexual,
person?
right? That's why it's no P in LGBTQ. A.
It got
They,
just a
they
plus
add,
at the
don't worry,
end.
they adding letters on.
Yeah, it's a plus.
be-
Like,
It
it's
heard me
like
say
that.
IA, right?
Yeah, they adding shit on. Don't worry.
And again,
What
and
is
it's
it?
no disrespect to the community because I have a lot of friends that's into the life.
I'm
but
just to me it was.
it's
Just
a lot
it's
to
just-
keep up with.
I'm just there.
But we
like-
can't be disrespecting the community if we're over here talking highly about kids' sexuality and all
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
We're not
And not to be
disrespecting
ashamed
any-
of them.
Yes.
That look just
Yes.
like him, right?
Yes.
This
That
look
looks
like.
my
I don't
favorite
watch.
character.
You don't watch the Shy?
You never watched The
I
Shy.
told y'all I don't even
He
watch
look
it.
just like
The Shy, a good show. You never watched The Shy either, Pierre?
I watched the first couple episodes.
Me too. When a young boy brother got killed or
Look
whatever
just
and not
like him,
passed
right?
to
Yeah.
his
And then
pistol.
If you watch The Shy is like Chester.
Easy E got locked up.
Ah,
They
nah, he
kicked
was-
him off the episode, off the show.
He wouldn't do something or something, right?
Nah, it kicked him off. He got locked up with guns.
Oh, in real life, he got
Real
locked
life.
up.
Outside
I thought they
Washington.
said he was the one that went and kissed
When
like
who
a
got-
boy or something.
Easy E.
Easy character.
Who Easy character?
Easy
The
E.
boy, the main character.
You
of
ain't
the
see the
show.
first two episodes, the first two seasons.
Yeah.
That's
The brother
Easy
that
E.
had the fucking truck, the food
The
truck.
food truck?
He was Easy.
That's Easy E character.
That's Easy E.
Oh, he played.
Yes,
Eazy-E.
he played Easy
Oh, he
character.
played
That's what we're-
Easy E. Oh, I was about to say.
I do the
they
same
don't-
thing. I gotta compare.
Fuck
Oh,
this
nigga,
nigga had Easy in
hold
this show.
So they wanted him to initially be him. They wanted him to be the one who had the transsexual.
That's what
boy.
I thought. I
and
thought
he
that's
didn't
why
wanna
they
do
put
it.
him
He
off the
said
show.
no. He said, "I'm not doing
They
that."
put him off the show
And
because they wanted him to be with
They
a boy.
wanted him to be.
That's why when you just said he got locked up, I was like, I heard that they wanted him to be with a man, and he just
Yeah.
really
I want him
refused
to
it.
be with no man.
That's what they
The
said.
boy that's playing the part, he's a singer or something, right? Or a rapper.
No, yeah, he's somebody else. But the
In
guy
real
that-
life, he a rapper or something, but this
one
nigga
that
gonna be
was-
famous off of that part because that part got the best
the best
ups and downs to it.
I gotta guess like
It's the
I guess
friend.
I'll get into it. I
It's
don't
the
know. I
friend
don't
that
know.
that just came home from jail who just found out that they said, man, there ain't no woman. He looked at him. He said, "What?" So when he got smart, but the whole time, that transsexual, she vicious.
That's a shame
She
because somebody.
vicious. When she came through, she said, "We here for the boy."
Because you said somebody just came home from jail and somebody posted like it's really about to be a hot girl summer with all these people being released from jail. Talking about the men. I like to hit the
Listen,
floor.
The crazy part
That's-
is them 10 years that them guys got, they up. Them 10 years is up.
But,
They
okay,
been going
who-
for 10 years.
They calling them the
them-
hot girls
them-
though, not
them-
like they was
Them
calling
indict-
10 years.
the
Them
Who got?
indictments that came, that remember when we was having
Oh,
the whole
oh.
slew of indictments? Them 10 years
Yeah.
is up.
Oh, and you happy?
talk about
Well,
that.
that's why you
hold
died
on,
to Harry
hold on,
Bond.
hold on.
That's why she's single.
That's why you died
Oh,
to
you
Harry
treat a
Bond.
single
Oh, you looking for a hunk?
black
Hold on. I don't want nobody that been in jail for 10 years.
Talk about it.
I don't want nobody that been in jail for 15, 20. I don't give a fuck how
Minutes.
long he been going. I don't want nobody. Yes, it do.
You watch too much Oz.
And no, I don't watch Oz. And I'm telling you,
geeking
I
out.
don't
You
want
watch too
nobody
much
that been in jail for no fucking 10 years.
Why don't
They want
nobody-
them soon as they come home from jail. They ain't a bit more had a taste of the streets. They don't know what's going on out here. They gotta find themselves. I don't want nobody that been in jail for 10 years.
Oh, you're not
Yeah,
saying
they're
they're
mental.
gay, you
Yeah,
just
no,
saying
not
they're
saying they're
mental.
gay. No,
I
they're
would tell you-
mental.
No,
Yeah,
let me
no.
tell you something
Their
about it. It
mental
don't
was
matter
still
if they
10
did
years
5
ago.
years. When a guy comes home from jail or a female, your mental
Yeah,
is
it's
not
still
even.
stuck.
They've been broken. It's certain things like I gotta explain to my girls sometimes. Sometimes I want to be alone. They just put me in a fucking cell by myself for a whole year straight, and then for the other 4 years I'm shifting from this to that to that. My mental ain't even back right yet.
Yeah.
So how long you
I'm
been
used to
home?
not trusting
Like
nobody.
how long you been home?
I've been
Like
home.
and never been locked up since.
I've been home for 6 years now. I did
How
6, I
long
did 5.5, and then it doesn't. Certain
doesn't
things
go
don't
nowhere.
change.
I'm just asking how long do we hold on to, like he said something else that it's like
you see
you
how
just
close
so
y'all
you
two women
don't
can be next to me? That's
hold
cool.
on,
I
sir.
can't be this close to a man.
you gotta let go of things to be able to move forward. Though.
No, it's certain things that jail has taught me.
I never been to
that-
jail.
and you
in
just
that-
never
Yeah, I
dropped
can't
them
relate.
things.
I never been to
Yeah,
jail, so I
so-
can't say that. I'm talking about in general with life just to be healthier. You can't just keep
You
thinking
talk
and
about
holding on
it.
to.
I think the fact that Kenny
but
talks about it
nah.
the way he talks about it, the fact that he shows his emotions, he's not scared to show his emotions, says that he's confident in who he is. Right? He's not-
Absolutely.
he's not
Let me tell
questioning
you,
what
it's-
happened to him or how
But
he
don't
went
get
down.
isolated
guess
when
what?
you're now a
You have
couple
to be
because of
isolated.
what you've been through.
Let me tell you this. Here you go,
I think the-
isolation for
Go
you.
ahead.
PTSD right here, Pierre. You've lost people in Chester. You lost people. Everyone in this room has developed skills from Chester, right?
Right.
Do you think that if you left Chester, that 10 years from now you can switch certain theories that you have when you see a guy reaching underneath his shirt?
No.
When you
Oh,
see
no.
a car that keeps circling your fucking neighborhood.
No.
It's certain things that
Okay.
jail does to men, not sexually, just period.
Right. Okay.
That when you see it now, you're like, I have a hyperphobia about wanting to beat the shit out of security guards and cops.
Right.
Yeah.
I will
See, that's
attack.
something I
But
wouldn't
if I get
understand.
pulled over, I would probably attack a cop before he could ever get his gun out on me. Because I've been in jail and I've seen guards beat the shit out of niggas and push them in their
Yes,
cell and let
please.
them die.
Okay.
I've seen them open up your cell, flush it with water, turn on your AC. I've seen them
See,
degrade
that's things
men.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's certain things that happen to men in jail. Like
Okay.
here's a degrading thing that ain't sexual to y'all. And every man that's been in jail been through it. They strip every man on your block down to his underwear or butt naked, and they put us all next to each other in the middle of the
Just
in the-
weird shit.
in the middle of the cell block while they rip apart our rooms.
It's weird.
It breaks your it
Okay.
it makes you see the world as evil sometimes, and you gotta like read your.
So when I say I couldn't deal with a man who's been in jail for 10 years plus.
That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
broken
Okay.
part.
They have to get, like I tell a few of my girlfriends, they had these guys before they went to jail, and I said you got to give him at least 2 years
To get
of
himself
being
together.
home in the streets.
That's fair.
Not financially, but mentally. First
Right.
and foremost,
The world
he
has
got to
changed.
catch up.
Earth is
he's
not the
trying to
same.
catch up.
Right.
And he's trying to catch up sexually and mentally. He stuck back 10 years ago.
Right.
So he
Yep.
stuck back at 33 when we've evolved to 43.
He got a
easily.
toothbrush. He cleaning
Yeah,
his sneakers.
he's sitting outside.
Still trying to
He's
survive.
sitting outside because he hasn't been allowed to do that in so
Right,
long.
just on the
and you
step.
trying to figure out why he ain't coming in the house yet. There's something wrong with this nigga. No, bitch, he ain't been outside in 10 years.
Right. So just this
He ain't
little
been
thing
free. He
is
ain't
like
had nobody not ring a bell and he have to
Dictating
walk
to
back
him.
to his
Yep.
cell, right?
right.
So when I say I can't deal with a man who's been in jail for that long time, I'm not thinking sexually because would never think that any of the men that I know that went to jail for more than 5 years was ever touched or
Right.
ever touched someone. It's none of my business. That's not my thought process. But I would like for people that come home to get themselves mentally together. I can't stand when they come home and jump right into a relationship. That shouldn't be something that you should want to do. You was already confined for all these years. You're going to jump into a relationship
He
and think
wants
that's
some
a good
pussy.
thing to do. It's too much of it going on out here.
Absolutely.
For you to think that you're going to be satisfied with just one, you're going to hurt the first person you come home from jail to. When you come home from jail after doing 10 years and try to be with one person, whether it's the person you was with 10 years ago or a new person, you're going to hurt that person because you can't give them 100% of you because you don't know what 100% of you looks like
At this
moment.
time, right?
So that's why I say that. People say, what's up, bro? People
But-
say that, oh, that's wrong to say. It's not what I say. If you go to jail with 3 years in a day, it's over for me.
I think that it's also a flip side to that. A person that comes home from jail, that some men come home from jail or women come home from jail, and you could actually train them to be whatever you want because they just got trained in jail to do exactly.
Right. So they're obedient to
Right.
listening.
They're obedient
Right.
motherfucker.
Right.
I jump up and walk the fuck out the room.
Right.
I go get something to eat.
Right.
I go walk back in the fucking room.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want that.
Do you think that's healthy though?
I don't think that's how our life was in there though. Everything was to a bell. Everything was to a bell. It was boop, up, go get the food. Boop, oh, stop eating food. Boop, oh, get in the shower. Boop, oh. So you fucking got a trained dog when you come home if you handle it right. And all you got to do is just realign his brain to be trained for you.
Right. See, but that's a shame that people are that vindictive that they would do that to a person. They actually will utilize their PTSD.
I need my man to be a man. Like, I need him to get his
Keisha,
stuff together, like you said.
Keisha on the Shy, right? Mm-hmm. She's suffering from PTSD. She went to dinner with the bull and couldn't get her shit together. He reached out and touched her hand, and she like fell back because she saw that man who took her, that took her away for a whole year, touch her hand at the table and caress her and tell her you're beautiful. When the whole time now all she sees is his face every time a guy asks her out. So if you plague on somebody's PTSD, that's so wrong of you. And when they finally snap out of it and get that shit together, listen, I know somebody personally to me who is suffering from PTSD and they're a child because somebody took the advantage of his parents not being around.
That's what. I mean, I hate to say it this way, but that's what a lot of kingpin drug dealers do in the hood all the day to kids, right?
That's a shame.
But they act on kids' PTSD. Kids come home. How many times when we was growing up, when you said, such and such about to come home, and then as soon as such and such came home, the head nigga from the block went and grabbed him and had him in the car with him, took him shopping and all that, and put a battery in that nigga back. Made sure he got a gun, some money, and some work and some pussy. Right. Yeah. And then he put a battery in his back. He done sent little Jay up to shoot another nigga, and then Jay go right back to jail again. Yeah. It's people take advantage of this type of shit. They do it all the time.
Wallo just said in his morning inspiration, he said a nigga was in jail, was complaining because he couldn't get parole. And then finally he got parole. He came back talking about they telling me I gotta go to heaven. He said, I'm looking at 10 more years. He said the nigga was complaining. How did he put it? He was complaining about what halfway house he had to go to, but the whole time he was scared to go home. Mm-hmm. So when he went home, he jumped right back into where he was at. He forgot the blessing and all. He said the whole time he came back in 3 months. Mm-hmm. He said he wasn't even gone for 3 months.
That's
he went
the scary
right back
part,
out there, jumped right back into the same.
Some people don't know how to readapt or don't know what they're getting into, so they'll come back to the same shit because it's what they knew.
Go in and learn your lesson.
And go back. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I had to. I was out here getting high when I got locked up. I said, I ain't getting high no more. Fuck that. Right. I'm good. You catch me, it's going to be sober.
Man, I was in jail and I seen The Walking Dead and then I seen The Walking Dead. I said, was I one of these niggas? I was like, oh fuck no, I ain't going on like this. I got sober. I said, damn, these niggas is zombies. Little kids are coming in like zombies. I said, oh fuck no. And the fuck was wrong with me?
The other day I said I didn't like how people talked about the kids of today, like they were never the kids of today one day, right? And you looking at kids that are getting high, what you say to them, like knowing you've already done this. I'm sitting in the 01 yesterday with my mom. I talked to their parents first. Sitting in there smoking the fucking coolie. I'm like, bro, you gotta put that out.
I'm talking to them first. The air not
circulating properly in this motherfucker. You gotta put that out. He like,
man, you getting us all high at this point, and I don't want no parts of it.
Whenever he go to open the refrigerator, he go to open the bathroom door. The nigga fell into the door. Guess how old he couldn't have been older than 25.
Sad, John.
He's smoking a cigarette with coke on it.
In the bar. We thinking he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, so the bull next to him lights a Dutch. No, y'all not gonna have me high twice in this motherfucker. And instead of the bartender saying, yo, y'all gotta leave with that, she tell him to open the doors.
Got to air it out.
I'm like, what?
That's the hood bar.
That's what she said.
Got to air it out.
What type of bar was you in?
In the O1.
Gold hair.
Got to air it out.
Oh, you actually gold hair and went to the O1. You ain't never there. None of was at the.
Hold on, time out. What time was the sun up when you went?
It must have been like 11 or 12. Yeah.
No,
what you mean? It don't
matter.
No,
you're supposed to go when the sun up.
You're supposed to go.
Definitely supposed to go when the sun up.
No, the O1.
RH.
Listen, time out. Let's reverse back here. Certain bars got certain standards here. They selling crabs on the side of the O1 right now. You know the whole hood there.
I don't want to be there when they there.
First of all, they not selling crabs on the side of the O1 except for on the weekends.
It's over in the field.
Yes, but the thing is, if you want to get out before the riffraff come in, you go in and leave before 8.
Before 5. I was thinking before 5, but yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I love the O1, but only in the daytime.
Yeah.
When I went over there at night, I felt like I had to.
12 to 5.
You just said it was. Let me tell you, a ruckus bar is a ruckus bar, period.
Regardless.
It don't matter if it's daytime.
Because it's going to be a different crowd of people.
It don't matter what the type of crowd is.
I get what
it's a
you're
fucked
saying,
up bar.
though.
It's a fucked up bar. Just like she said, she was in there broad daylight. A nigga
And they still was
sparked
doing
up
it.
some
And
weed,
guess what?
and
Guess
another
what?
nigga was smoking coke in there.
Guess what?
That's
Everybody,
already fucked up bar.
guess what? They were the youngest people in that bar. It was 3 of them, 2 boys and a girl. They were the youngest people in that bar. Outside of, if we gonna talk about the older generation, I was the youngest person in there before those 3 came in there. So
Because it's old heads. That's what I'm saying,
It was an
definitely.
old head time. Just like when you go to when you go to Diane's, you go there to a certain time. Diane's closed early because their crowd leave. When you go to Bill's, you know Bill's crowd turn over at 5. When you go to
Yes, it
Rico's,
does.
you know Rico crowd turn over about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So you know once you get to a certain age when you're supposed to leave. You know. I can't say Sporty's has an old head crowd that comes in daytime and leave because I've never really gone in there.
I'm saying that if it's a bad bar, it don't matter if it's in daytime
So
or
what
nighttime.
you saying is if this is their local bar, they're still
I'm
going
saying
to do what they
Reflections
do.
was Reflections in the morning
Don't
time
do
when they
that.
opened up at 8.
Don't do that.
And they was
Don't
the same
respect
at
that.
8
That was a
o'clock
gold
at night.
mine all day. Them and
They
Debbie.
sold,
I don't give a damn. Them and Debbie's.
Listen, they sold coke
Shit.
at 9 o'clock in the morning. You could get it at 9 o'clock at night.
I will not
Coke is
confirm or
sold.
deny any of that, but the drinks was
Guess-
being poured. That's all I can
A
confirm.
bar-
Guess
a
what?
bad bar is a bad bar.
I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is when we were 23, 24, and 25 years old, we wasn't sitting in the bar. What
You was
considered
hot in
our-
that anyway, because you just ain't one of
You want everybody to just know you
in your business, yeah.
I
That
think
ain't
this
it.
nigga just fall into the.
That, and when did that become cool?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
At the
never
bar.
been. Listen to me. It's a different world than where you come from.
No,
Shout out to my man Bill. He home, baby.
Lord Jesus.
Shout out to Bill. Oh, you don't care about Bill being home? I know.
Bill.
I'm
So
glad
listen,
Bill
I was
home.
thinking this morning with all that y'all been saying.
You ain't happy. Hold on. You about to
Because
switch my topic.
I'm
You ain't
not.
happy that Bill home?
Big up the Bills. I wouldn't. I'm to Bill. I wouldn't drink or anything around him, but I would be just glad to see that black man home. Absolutely.
You know what helped? You know what
said
helped?
I wouldn't drink
You
or
from my
anything
era.
around
You know what helped make you a good woman?
What?
The Cosby Show.
Not true.
The Cosby.
Not true.
Motherfucker, I never even knew about college till they played A Different World. I know
You
my
have a lawyer in
parents
it.
love me. I didn't even know.
All the way.
I went and bought a
I
pair of
could
Dwayne
not-
Wade glasses
Everybody
and
wanted
everything.
the flip glasses.
Everybody, because it was a different world than where you come from.
Reflections
It
was
was
a
Debbie's for me.
go. It was both of them for me.
it was Debbie's
I
for
was
me.
tagged in early. I started bartending at Gins at 20 because
First
my
of
mom
all,
was. So I was
let
in
me
the
tell
bartending
y'all-
game early.
Let me tell y'all, Mary did not like me in the Debbie days. But she made me
Speak
this
truth.
drink, and I thought she was being smart. Come to find out, that's what the
That's
fuck
just
she
what I do.
So I'm like, is she gonna wait on me? Because light skinned girls with big butts, I don't know. It was a thing. Like
Oh, y'all was gang warring.
Low key beef be when they don't know each other, they act like.
Light skinned girls with big butts be beefing?
No,
They don't even know each other.
I think it just be misunderstandings that people just don't know each other, and it just be that nonsense.
Yeah. So she
Maybe.
made me
Don't
this
talk.
drink, and I
They
found
don't
out-
talk, no.
I
They
found
don't talk.
we never had
Usually.
a conversation.
We never
You
talk.
would rather think that there's a beef instead of saying, "Hey, Mary, how?"
But we didn't have a lot of mutual friends though either. So you know what I
Have a
mean?
lot of mutual friends.
So why I'm a bartender. I talked to, like she said, she thought I was being smart. I'm still gonna do what I have to do. So it wasn't that if I'm
Now, let me tell
multitasking.
y'all.
Look, she just went into light skin ghetto. You like no.
She made me this drink. I said, "Can I get whatever they call the Incredible Hulk?" First of all, she looked at me and said, "You sure?" I should have known then at Debbie's the "you sure" part was dangerous. You sure? So I get this drink.
What's
It's
she making?
green. It's green.
Incredible Hulk is green.
It's green.
Incredible Hulks are definitely.
So I said, "Oh, I think she being smart, y'all. She don't like me." Just like that. They like, "Bitch, you asked for the drink." I sips the drink. Yeah, she being smart. Y'all want to taste this? So one of my girlfriends that was with me was like, "This one of the best ones." I said, "No, yeah, that's too much alcohol." But I don't drink alcohol at the time, right?
alcohol.
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 But you
Not
drink
alcohol.
I have had.
Stop. You said you
Alcohol.
don't drink alcohol.
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 You're at a bar. You
Alcohol.
ask a bartender for an Incredible Hulk.
Now was I a mixologist or was I a bartender?
A mixologist. Because
Now understand who Incredible Hulk is. Now that you watch all the Avenger movies, you
Now he's
understand.
green.
no. I knew who the Incredible Hulk was,
Right.
but I didn't know that the drink was going to come back. It was the mixture.
color.
I didn't know what was in the Incredible Hulk. That's number one.
Being
So-
grown and ain't no how.
Now that
You gotta remember, part of
I
novelty
had
life is
her
in media.
personal drinks, like her at her home.
Right.
It was no disrespect. It was ignorance. It was fucking sheer ignorance. The shit she makes at home and then brings to you is sheer ignorance. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, I should have loved her a long time ago because she got you fucked up off of one drink.
Yeah, Mary,
here's the thing.
Let me tell you how good Mary is with
mom,
drinks. Hold on, I'm gonna give you my Mary story real quick. Part of the art monster being made is because of Mary. That's the type of friend I had when I came home from jail. Mary would show up with drinks for me. Here you go. Here go a drink. Kenny, go ahead, boy. Paint that picture.
Listen.
When I became her favorite artist, this shit that
my
you got right
mom
here.
always said, like, if you want juice, you can go buy juice. When you get a drink in a bar, you only use enough juice for color.
Right.
You want to taste your liquor.
Right.
And guess what? My tips was always
So what
husky.
went into an Incredible Hulk?
Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Horrible.
The best thing. I've got a bottle of Hypnotic by my bed right now because I just haven't.
You mixed that up, that you in there.
It was horrible.
And it's a
I
great
walked
summertime
home.
drink.
It's an awesome summertime.
It was a great summertime drink.
I walked home.
And Thug Passion,
and
Red
left my
Alizé
car
and Hennessy.
at Debbie's. I walked home. I went back again though. I walked home. I kept
Like
saying,
I went back again.
I said, yo, like, is her mom working? Because I'd rather drink from her mom. Like, is Michelle the bartender there? Because Mary the bartender, is something wrong with her.
So you should just order like
Juice.
pineapple juice.
No, I used to drink
Your
Put a
juice on
dab
the
in
side.
Smirnoffs. I used to drink Smirnoffs. That's it.
I'm
So
about
stick
to
with
up
that.
your hypnotic game because I got one of these. They got these at this beach where I live at. Mm-hmm. Take the pineapple. You know how they make the pineapples in the
Yeah,
drink?
in the drinks, yeah.
Mix your hypnotic. Make your hypnotic drink.
Inside a
I mean,
pineapple.
make your Incredible Hulk and put the pineapples in that drink. Yo, it's another level of.
Yeah, I've been
It's not like- it's kinda
experiencing
like-
with
it's
some
kinda like-
things.
Listen, she
like
has a
passion
perfect.
fruit
She has a perfect blend.
But
She
that-
has a perfect.
Yeah, when
blend.
she lied to me and had me make the drinks for my own surprise party in March, I was making green drinks.
I was like, it's
I found out
the
it was for
St.
myself,
Patrick's
but-
Day,
huh?
Yeah, you put some fruit in there.
No, I made them green like I was using the apple E&J because I know that's what she drank, and then I had like some apple pucker,
Tea, drink
and
anything.
No, not for
some
tea,
other
don't drink
things. But
anything.
yeah, I had some phenomenal drinks because she had this catering event that she lied to me
She
about,
drinks.
which it was.
Nafati drinks liqueur. She doesn't drink liquor.
She
And
drink
that's what
wine.
the color things are.
Hold on.
liqueur.
All right, so here you go. What have you gave Nafati to drink before?
Oh,
Go ahead. Exactly. What have you
No,
gave?
no, no,
what
no,
have you
hold
drunk
on.
with her before?
Hold on.
Jameson.
Jameson.
I never
I've-
drank Jameson with you.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
That's she be lying about shit.
No,
Listen
no,
to
hold on.
me.
She be
He
lying.
drank. Hold up. He drank the Jameson. I drank Woo Juice. He drank the Jameson. I never drank Jameson.
You never drunk Henny before?
Yeah, I drank Henny before.
Okay.
Not
Have
with
you-
you.
not with
Not
you.
with you.
When I used to come sit
Real quick,
you
not with
drank
you.
the-
But for the wine used to be there. We didn't have no wine. We used to have Henny and shit there.
Bro, the wine
But
was always
it's okay.
there.
That's how much of a good drinker
That's
Nafati
just
is.
sad. You're not gonna make me.
I was
believe
just
it.
at the Christmas party. Fucking somebody gave me and Emmett fucking 2 big ass bottles. We had Patron and Henny, and guess what? Naf was drinking with us.
That's a lie.
We all got wasted.
Now you want me to call Emmett on the
Emmett
phone?
already
I
on the
would say
thing.
he
No,
on
he
the
ain't on the
live.
live no more. He
I
probably
would've said
left.
he
But
on
you
the
want me to
live.
call him on the phone so he can tell you, nah, bro.
All right, so are you saying that I'm lying and Pierre's lying? You never drunk Jameson with
I
me
never
before.
drank Jameson with
And
you.
you never drunk Henny with me before?
No, you drank the Henny, bro.
All right, okay.
The whole $80
No,
bottle
no.
of Henny.
How many times have I come over there you had Henny when you was making Henny wings and you never
It's
sipped
all-
no
it
Henny?
was- no, I never drank it with you.
right.
I'm telling you, I drink
So
apple
she doesn't
and
drink
J.
brown liquor.
That's why I
We're
said
both
she drank
alive.
apple
I drink
E&J.
apple
Drinks
and
Henny.
J.
I know she drank apple E&J.
But
That's
apple
why.
E&J
Apple
is a
E&J is
liqueur.
brown liquor.
No, it's a brandy.
Apple E&J is brown.
It is, but it's brandy.
But it's
and
still
it-
brown.
Right, but a
not
cognac
what
and a
you said.
brandy is different. A cognac and brandy is different. A brandy is not as strong as cognac.
Thank you.
I'm just telling you.
But it's still a brown liquor.
It is brown of color. It is. With different effects.
I know, but she never drunk brown liquor. Before.
Anyway.
That's what you said. You asked me did I drink the Henny with you.
You did before, Naf. Naf. We
How-
was,
how
Naf,
do you
at
do
one
that,
point
though?
in our life, Naf, we was drinking like every other night together. I would come over your house like every other night to talk to you. And we would drink whatever was there. We would both have a drink of whatever was there.
She might not remember. She
Let
looked
me
like
tell
she-
you,
look-
I
you
know
look
different.
like-
I know
Well,
phases
did
of her
Kenny
when she
remember
went through
things
hard
that-
liquor. I remember when she went through her wine phase. I would be over there. She had a whole wine phase before where she would damn near drink like 2-3 bottles. I'm like, how's you drinking all this
She
fucking
didn't
wine?
ask you to put her business out.
Don't lie
You
on
was
this.
sipping, yo. We had like 5 or 6 different bottles of wine open.
And I
You was
drank
trying
2-3
all
bottles
different.
of wine in one night.
I'm saying you was drinking all different
Listen,
flavors.
Don't lie on me.
She was
Nah, I'm
wine
saying,
testing.
You wasn't wine testing.
I'm being 100% serious right now.
You wasn't
No,
wine
I'm being-
testing
listen,
before.
I'm being 100%
I'm being
right
serious
now.
too here. You've
Don't lie
never
on
drunk
me.
more than one different type of wine at one time.
You said I drank 3 bottles.
No,
bro.
I said we had 3 different bottles open. You didn't do
I
that
gotta
before.
go. I gotta go.
Guess what I got right here? Here, Exhibit A.
Go ahead.
I
Hold on,
love
got this.
Exhibit A.
I was just looking at this video the other day. Please let this video still be in here.
It should still be there. Just don't delete.
It was our Christmas party. Christmas party.
Uh-huh.
We had the whole table filled with drinks.
What Fatty said
Who
was the
was
best
you?
drink
Wait a
ever.
second.
Huh?
Fatty said something was the best drink ever.
The Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give you this. We gonna finish the show, and I'm gonna give you this after the show. I'm gonna show you this video.
Yeah, because she got a flight
One
ticket.
part of the video. Let me tell what you said in the video, though.
Go ahead.
You had your drink in front of you, and I forget who was sitting. I think somebody's woman was sitting next to you, and then wasn't your mom and them across from us?
It was
I
probably a
forget.
fatty woman sitting next to me.
And it was your mom across from us. Wasn't your mom there that night?
Yeah.
All right, so you was drinking something, and you said, "Oh, this ain't my cup," and then went to another cup.
First of all, I never drank the drink. I picked it up and smelled it because it had Hennessy and Teller's Port in it.
Ooh.
You laughing? Yeah, exactly. I picked it up and smelled it and said, "This is not my cup."
Somebody was trying to die.
Thank you. And
And
that's
what?
exactly what they was drinking.
Hennessy and Telesport?
And Patron was mixed in.
They was mixing everything.
It
That is
wasn't
not.
what they
That's a
was.
bad joint. I would never even drink Telesport.
Kenny is
You don't
no
drink
longer allowed
Telesport?
at the parties at my house.
Never in my
Tell
life.
The business.
Yeah, you make him sign a
Tell the
non-disclaimer or
business.
something, non-disclosure.
I was riding a 4-wheeler that night. I had the GoPro,
The GoPro.
cam on my. She the one that was getting me.
I'm cracking up.
Was that the
I
night?
can't-
That's why I go to get fatty water
First
ices.
off,
Twin, I'm like, I go to get fatty water ice. I'm like, give me that pink stuff that you had. I don't know what it is, but I want that pink vodka or whatever it is you had.
The pink drink. Kenny,
not for TA
Clip-
shit.
Y'all ain't play my video.
Kenneth is not allowed at any more. And let me.
Cause Twin gotta get ready to go.
Fatty this.
I'm about to
Yeah.
get flown out.
Flown out.
Yeah.
So now, where you going?
Away.
Away.
She don't want nobody
Just
to
to
know.
stay in the hotel.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I told her to do that.
Twin
bro.
is just gonna stay in the hotel. I will text her when she away, if she in Florida and stuff, and be like, she watching TV,
Right.
or she got some shorts on in the shirt or some tights, and she not in no 2-piece. Like, I can't wait to pull her out
I
because
just want to go to sleep.
I don't.
That's what I do.
I don't do
That's
that.
my intentions. Is to go.
I'm not paying to
cool.
go
You grown up.
away
That's a-
somewhere
that's
and
a-
go to sleep.
Why not? Sometimes
No,
you gotta
I-
pay
At
that.
home?
I've
I don't really sleep at home, but I
Yeah,
really don't be having
exactly.
time because
Yeah.
I be busy.
I
Now
like
you're,
I like her
now you're
theory.
vacationing and you're still busy.
Because usually when I'm away, it's for a reason as well, though,
Oh,
too.
yeah, I'm
So.
going away.
Yeah,
I'm going away for sleep.
Like when we
I'll
was
fall
just in
asleep.
Miami, it was for the billboard thing that they had out there for the plus size women and stuff like that. So
I
it's
fall
usually-
asleep on the vacation. So that's the first
I'm
thing
only
I do on
sleeping
vacation.
on a plane.
I know. And
So
I'll be
in
back.
that, I'm only sleeping on the
can't
plane. I
sleep
fall
on a
right
plane.
out. First of all, I don't like flying.
I
So
love
take
flying, but I
two,
can't sleep on a plane.
I hate to fly. I take Ativan and I drink and I go right to sleep. I hate to fly.
Take a Xanax?
Ativan, I said, not Xanax, no. Ativan, like 0.1, 0.5. So
Yeah, I like the
2-hour
plane
flight?
rides.
Huh?
For a 2-hour flight?
I
Maybe
take
3 or 5 hour
I
flight.
take a Benadryl. Look, she said I told my daughter she could stay in the hotel. I put my tracker on.
I'm cracking up.
She ain't lying. I sleep at least the first 2 days on vacation.
Oh, that's
That is
too
no
much.
lie. Like I'll get up.
Look,
go
I'm like,
to
oh, that's
dinner.
too much. I can't go away with you. I'll be pulling y'all out the bed.
I get up, go to dinner.
I need a
It's
good
just so
rest.
much
I need
to
to
do.
recharge.
Yeah, it's like my.
I need to
have
recharge.
I have to release everything that's here, and then by the third day, I'm
You know
ready to
what,
turn it up
Lisa?
all the way until the
Because she got a
next day.
son named Fingers. So whenever she get away from Fingers, she need a break.
I'm cracking
Fingers
up.
crazy.
My mom is about to get you over that one.
What, over Fingers?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that's where she take it personal.
I don't care. I'm the first nigga to give Fingers something hot to eat. You didn't tell me about my relationship with Fingers.
I cannot pop up. That's not.
Fingers was a baby. I used to get that nigga hot stuff. He used to
scripture.
try to eat my food, so I'd be like, okay, well, here you go. I
That's
give him
not nice.
Hot wings, hot Slim Jims, anything. Guess what that nigga did?
That's not nice.
Give
Don't
me
call
more.
the baby.
Yeah, give me more. Like,
They don't play. But
Fingers, that's my guy right there.
So you don't know about the? We have so much coming up, y'all. I'm just sitting here thinking. I think I just got after my sister's birthday, and then
so
the
we got the
prom.
24th is Shell's birthday party.
I just want to know why I didn't get invited to this prom.
He just
It
was.
is.
He told
It's cool,
everybody.
bro. It's cool. I'm going
You
to
don't follow him.
The
me and him
Star
gonna have a
Bowl.
whole conversation about this.
That's in
Me and Pete
August.
going.
Y'all going? Yeah, I was asked, but
Going
I'm
to
going
the
with.
Star Bowl.
I'm going.
You said I gotta pay for my tickets. I ain't going.
How much the
He's fine,
tickets?
he's going.
How much the
150,
tickets?
120.
Where's it gonna be at?
Elevations Ballroom.
I don't know where that
Elevations.
is. Can you please
Ninth
tell
and
me?
Avenue of the States.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
We gotta
September
get
the
dressed
4th, I'm doing a dream walk, doing up Philly for the fashion show.
I'm going.
You going to doing a dream walk?
That's the day
Yeah, so
after my
Dream Walk
birthday.
was something that I tried to do before Miss Fashion Global. So I applied for all these things in 2019, and then I got accepted for Miss Fashion Global in March, and I got accepted for Dream Walk. But because of everything that was going on, Dream Walk shut down.
Right.
So you had to resubmit and all this stuff now to do it. And of course, I already did Miss Fashion Global. So yeah, September
Is that
4th.
your inbox?
Yeah.
September 4th is Dream Walk. What is y'all over there doing?
I'm just saying that she be trying to hate on me. She missed when she missed me. She hate on me. At least Pierre called me up and we be like, we miss each other. Yeah. Like she be like, fucking, he ain't coming to my house and did this.
He ain't been out at no more.
She lucky I ain't been a super drinker no more. I kind of stopped drinking, or else I'd be at her crib.
I stay stopped, but
I know, but I just don't live that life. No, I don't want to live it no more.
I'm glad because I'm telling you.
Even though I'm gonna get some woo juice, but I just don't want to live that life.
No,
let me
let me tell you, when he drank that $80 bottle of Henny
in like 2 days.
That's one thing I can't drink no more.
He would come in and pour cups.
She told me to.
I can't drink Henny
Kiki left him. Kiki quit him.
Henny is not my friend.
When I was getting ready to call her on the phone, like, you got to come back today. Today, like not tomorrow, today. I'm serious. I
can't believe her.
You want to be telling business? Huh? That's what she said. She said you want to be telling business. She's telling your business.
Mm-hmm. We talked about this before. She said it.
See, unlike her, I don't mind when she tell my personal business because it's life. Life is what happens. You know?
But it's the truth though. See the difference between what I'm saying and what you're saying?
Yeah, because he like,
nah. You've drunk Jameson before. He's right there telling you that you did, whether you want to admit it or not.
What did I drink Jameson for? I didn't even drink it on his birthday.
I'm just saying that you drank it before.
No, I didn't. I can't tell you what Jameson tastes like or nothing. I had a drink with him, but it wasn't Jameson. As a matter of fact, what was the other drink that was here? It was not Jameson. He was drinking Jameson, and that's when he didn't share with anybody. So now call Timothy and ask him.
Call who?
Timothy.
Call Timothy.
Yes, call Timothy.
I calling T-Bear, man.
And ask him. Because that will be who was here. No,
I thought
I'm not calling no gangsters from Toby Farms.
Am I arguing with you about whether you drank Jameson?
No gangsters from Toby Farms.
They be fighting in Toby Farms. Y'all niggas done fucked Cooper's up. Cooper's ain't even get a year of run.
They been fighting
up there? Open.
I'm just saying y'all be fucking that shit up. They ain't even get that nigga. They ain't even get a new designer whole year. And what's up with Chester with all these fucking hookah bars now?
Hookah the shit.
Like, is it the shit? Hookah the shit, but goddamn, everybody with an intelligent idea just go open up a hookah bar.
Shout out to Exotic Smokes for showing what a good clean hookah looks like. Ooh, that was shady as shit, and I meant.
I'm just saying, like, it's like every time now that I turn around, it's like, hey, they opened up a new spot in Chester. What is it? Hookah bar.
Hookah lounge.
What's this? Oh, another hookah spot.
That's really all everybody can open up. They can't get a liquor license.
Right, if you can't get a liquor license.
You bring people BYOB.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right. That is true.
Have a hookah lounge, a smoke lounge.
Oh, speaking of that, I went out.
That's why I kind of don't like
Shayna's
place last weekend, right, or this weekend, the 11th coming up, whatever. And it's the first time I went there. And I went for King Party, and I went with my old head because she over 50 already. So her birthday was the 11th, so we went on Saturday. And the flyer said it started at 8 o'clock. And I'm just like, she live out that way. And I'm like, all right, I'll meet you out there. So long story short, we got there early and nobody was there.
Black people show up late.
Right, but it was just 9 o'clock literally. And I was like, I gotta go to Delaware. So I'm like, I want to get out early and whatever. Long story short, she like, well, we ain't open yet, but I'm gonna let y'all in. She was so nice to my girlfriend. Like, she did the little setup with like the candy and the drinks and like bought the thing out sparkling. And like, that was really nice of her. She has awesome customer service. Her staff was decent. The atmosphere was decent. Like, I like it, and I'll be back there again. That's all I want. That was pretty decent.
I think her grand opening, if she didn't have it, it's this weekend.
Yeah, it was. It's worth the ride up there. It's a nice vibe.
We're talking about hangovers.
Yeah,
the old hangovers. Yeah.
Huh?
It's called Mixers.
September.
Huh?
I thought her grand opening was September.
I thought it was soon.
September soon.
No, I'm
sooner
thinking
than you think.
I thought she said on her flyer, I haven't had my grand open. Yeah, please. I
don't know where the page is.
Shayna Alexander.
Yeah, I was to say Shayna Alexander.
I just want to know when it is because I do want to go to her full.
I'm sure I'll see. I'll probably see it on her Instagram.
I probably got 10 minutes for me, but I don't got much.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I was like, I know I can't be out late and I can't, be drinking like that to drive home. So.
He over there combing hair off of him. He just doing a lot.
Man, he on idle. Like, he acting. I know. Like, he ain't.
What happened?
Oh, no, I wasn't.
On that camera all day. Well,
I ain't been on. It's three of y'all in there. They don't need to see me. They can hear me.
Oh.
I've had a great time with you guys today.
I will argue with you, but we call it Asian hate.
But I have to go. I'll see you guys on next Friday.
Yeah.
No, you gotta take your time. You don't just cut the show like that.
No,
it's 12 o'clock.
Me.
Huh? She got a flight to catch.
Oh, she could be late for her flight. She going to Philly.
Well, you can be late for your flight.
She like,
my look, you
can't go to your flight without a phone.
Oh, I got more than one.
Anyway, CMPRadio.net is the morning meeting, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. We done, right?
Where's Dante at? He wasn't here.
I ain't see Dante today.
Dante busy. Dante definitely busy.
Who get busy? Who be busy on a Friday?
Dante. But
I'm around with you.
we out of here, man. Peace. Be safe.
Have a good weekend, guys.
You wasn't supposed to end the show.
You like it was?
I'm just trying to get a piece of mind. Make money, increase the grind. Just know that I'm good as long as I know that all of my people fine.